Rally Radio, where the fast life meets the fast lane.
Yeah.
You're now tuned into Bars and Hoops Radio.
Yeah.
The world of hip-hop and sports live.
Dropping the clutch and then I hit the gas. Wheels screeching, tires burning, I'm flying past. Gotta get home quick, don't wanna miss the class. They schooling you on whips and how to make them fast. Talking about everything from cars to planes. What's hot, what's next, and how to flip the game. They talk in my language, we speak the same. That whip talk complex, but yet they keep it plain. From the news, the interviews, they keep it cool. They give reviews, everything from parts to tools. Can't lose, come to whips, they not no fools. Don't miss the show, the start time is noon. The bearded one, S.I. Sean, they crazy though. You can't miss it, tune in to Rally Radio.
Where the fast life meets the fast lane.
We in the building.
Yeah, we here, baby, live and direct.
Ah, man, shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention.
100%.
You know what it is, man.
Yeah, son.
You all right over there?
I'm good, man.
You all right, champ?
I'm good.
Ah!
Yeah, I'm cool, baby. I can't complain. You know already. How you feeling, though?
Doing good, kid. You know how we do. Meditating and motivating one day at a time. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. You know what it is, man. It's the bearded one here.
S.I. Sean, baby, let's go.
You know how we get down, man. We here to bring you the serious topics. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. If you tuned in on YouTube world, shout out to you. If you tuned in on
Fact.
Facebook world, shout out to
Let's
you.
go.
And don't forget, we are actually on Twitter, even though it looks like we did not add that one today because Twitter does not seem to like us either.
Damn, son.
But
It's all good, though.
it's all good. In the meantime,
Mhm. Yeah.
we got a lot of questions out here, man.
A bunch of them.
And we all seen what happened. We all seen what was going on the internet. First off, let me just say a couple things,
Yeah,
right? Before
yeah.
we even get into the show.
Mm-hmm.
There's two sides to the coin every time, right?
Fact.
And there's always an action and a reaction,
Mhm.
but mostly when you're dealing with a situation like this,
Yeah.
you get to see both sides of it.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what I'm talking about the young lady who lost her life on the conduit.
Damn.
Now, y'all know he was going to kind of bring it up because
Factory.
to me, it's one of those kind of things where
Mm-hmm.
it's like, how could we not talk about it?
Yeah, it's no way we kind of can't talk about it, though.
And I don't want to come at it from that kind of angle because I want to show the young lady and her family
Yeah.
the utmost respect.
For sure.
So that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to post no videos. If you follow
Yeah.
me on Facebook or you follow us on Instagram or anything, we not posting no videos and pictures of that.
Nah, son. I think not for nothing, though. When things like that do occur, I don't think there's a point of posting things like that.
Me neither.
I get it though, like, because you know what? A lot of times what happens is the message still gets lost, even in the post.
Yes.
In the video, it still gets lost.
Yes. And I think that's one of the things. It's like when I saw the video, you know, like I know where she was at.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's like, you know, I know the area. We all know the area. We used
Yeah.
to drag race up a little bit further from the area by the Burger King.
I don't even know what he's talking about. But
Yeah. Matter of fact, we used to go to Mexico. We didn't stay there.
Yeah, we used to really go deep out to go do stuff like that. But yes, huh?
But at the end of the day, I think that the thing that hurts about it is just like that.
Yeah, I think that's the kicker every time, though.
Just like that. She didn't deserve to go out like that.
Nah, son.
She didn't deserve to go out like that. My condolences from Rally Radio to her family.
Factory.
You know, condolences from Rally Radio to her family. But now it raises a lot of questions.
Yeah.
A lot of things happened in that one scene.
Yeah, for sure. It did.
A lot of big things, especially when it comes to like traffic law, one.
Mhm.
2, the
Mhm.
age of the driver.
Yeah.
3, where the UPS truck was parked.
Yeah, for sure.
And the speed cameras failed them.
Damn.
So this is what I mean. It's two sides to every coin.
For sure.
And we're not sitting here saying, oh, we're going to use to advocate for. No, because I personally believe
Mhm.
this is one of the things like what S.I. Sean was saying over here when we first talked about speed cameras.
Mhm.
We may not like them, but they may be necessary because people out here just
Yeah.
cannot control themselves.
For sure. See, and that's the problem, man. That's where, you know, we lose at the lack of control every time.
Yeah.
And that's how they get us. So when we really think about it, like
Yeah.
in certain situations, like especially like something like this,
Right.
the lack of control, and we pay for it.
Right.
One way or another, we pay for it.
Right. They wait for you to screw up.
Yeah.
That wouldn't have happened if we did this. Check
That's-
this out. Boom. And we
See?
got you.
Exactly. And that's what happens when you post things like this up. They use that.
Oh, of course.
Oh, yo, if we do this now, boom, 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 this could.
Right.
But it's always the underline to that too, though. It's still a scam.
Oh yeah.
Cause they know damn well.
Man.
Come on, son.
First off, like I said, there was a lot of rules being violated there. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. Shout out to my guy Dave. What's popping, Dave? What's good? Shout out to SP to Don. I know he said the bad accident of Conduit. We're gonna talk about. You already know, and it's not really part of our agenda today. But I seen and I had a conversation today, and I just was like, you know what? It's sad. It really is. It's sad. It's sad that she had to go out that way. And I think one of the things that bothered me the most about it is that when you watch the scene, that is something that young drivers would do.
Yeah.
Not thinking about, maybe I shouldn't be passing this truck on the right side.
Oh, I don't even want to say young drivers. I want to say inexperienced drivers. Because I'm a firm believer in knowledge, son. Because when you know better,
you do better.
You will more or less do better.
That's a fact.
So yeah, I think it's more like of inexperience and not understanding what's really going on. Because you could tell, even like you said, you could tell by just from me looking at it briefly, like I could tell a lot of places where he went wrong at, and that's the craziest part. I could just glance at it, like, oh no, this was for sure an error, operator error, 100%,
100%. All the government cronies gonna cease this opportunity. Yes, they are.
Yeah, for sure. They're gonna go haywire on this.
Oh yeah,
and that's the problem, son. This is like, man, it's interesting.
It's always two sides. Shout out to my guy Sales. What's going on?
Let's go.
See my guy Dolph Spalding is in the building, aka Draco.
Let's go.
What it is. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention early. We appreciate y'all, and we also celebrating a great day today.
Yeah. Let's go.
It's my guy over here.
Yeah. It's a fact.
His born day today.
Yeah.
You know
good
what I'm saying? This is born day
good
today.
Old G day right now.
He's excited. I'm excited.
Over the top.
I mean?
You know what I'm saying? It's just on the side note. Yeah, I appreciate that. 100% there to win.
Shout out to SI.
Factory. I appreciate that.
No, you don't need to know how old he is. You shame on
you. Chill. It's always, on the side note, it's always a beautiful thing, man. You're able to see another year, which is really interesting because this person over here, they was taking a little short.
Yes.
So it's like, damn.
So it makes you really.
Yeah, it's like you really got to take a step back and really enjoy what you have and the time you have with the peoples around you.
Shout out to Reynald Blackman. What's popping? We see you. You know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
We want everybody, if you tuned in, wherever you tuned in now, we want y'all to shout out. Shout out, man.
Factory.
Oh, Erica P. Happy birthday,
let's go. I appreciate that.
100%. SP said happy born day, SI. Stay blessed in these streets. You know how we get down, man.
Good looking.
So, if we you already know. I ain't gotta tell you. We going to Mexico today.
That's it.
But in the meantime, like I said, to talk about the situation a little bit, there are a lot of things. And like I said, I had a conversation with my wife. We was talking about it, and that's how I kind of lost timing for today. But what it comes down to is, and I was saying to her, it's always a perfect storm before something goes wrong. There's always 3 things that happen before
son,
things go wrong, and you've seen it for him.
If you get all 3, I think you're very lucky, because that's amazing.
Well,
I think you normally get 2 out of 3.
Nah. When an accident happens, it's usually 3 things that happen that makes it that makes it so you can't get out of it.
See, that's what I mean by lucky. Like if you're lucky enough to get all 3, it's a Reynolds wrap.
Right? Yeah,
it's a Reynolds wrap.
Yeah,
forget about it.
Shout out to Sales. He said happy birthday, SI.
Good looking, Sales. Good looking.
So I would say at the end of the day, the 3 things: speed was number 1, driving outside the limits of himself.
Yeah.
2, driving outside the limits of the road, and 3. I don't know. I think it was a 325 XI.
It was a 325. I would like to believe it was a 325 XI too. Old joint. Like 2001 or something like that.
Airbags. We talked about that last week with the Takata airbags. There we go. So that's 3 things: driving outside the limits of himself, driving outside the limits of the car, and driving outside the limits of the bumpy part of the conduit right there on the road. We all know that part right there, for whatever reason, is always worn out with potholes.
And you know what's amazing though? I don't know. People may disagree. I don't even think it was the speed, son.
I think it was a speed.
Think about it though. What did Jeremy Clarkson always say?
What's that?
Speed
right?
doesn't kill.
Right.
That UPS truck was right there, bro.
He didn't see it though.
That's what I'm saying. It's really interesting. Like that whole situation is really.
Shout to Josh though. Josh though say he didn't have his JDM rookie badge.
Damn.
Trouble set like rain. That's a fact. Reno is set like rain, baby. It was nothing he could do. Once he was caught up in it, that was it. That was it. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in on YouTube. We appreciate y'all.
100% though. 100%.
We appreciate y'all because that's kind of where it always benefits for us.
Yeah.
But it's just sad. Yo, Zah, what it is.
Let's go, Zah.
Shout out to my guy Zah. What's popping? I think ultimately what we take away from it is not only to me, and this is what I mean about speed playing a factor.
Okay.
Speed plays a factor because it didn't give him time to adjust. See, all of that comes with skill, right or wrong, and experience. So the more the skill and experience you lack, that's when speed is a problem.
Oh, that makes 100%. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense right there. 100%.
The whole point of us being who we are versus Max Verstappen or Lewis Hamilton, is the fact that at crazy speeds they have full control. And their experience level is on 1,000.
Yeah, probably like 1,003.
Compared to if you put first off, if the bearded one could fit in an F1 car, I'll be sitting halfway outside of it like this.
You stupid. You stupid.
But ultimately, their driving skills and their experience, it allots them to drive like that.
That's very true.
And what's crazy is you can almost guarantee that when they don't have to drive that fast, they're not going that fast.
Nah, they're probably not even doing much.
Because we talking about F1 cars that can reach speeds of up to 250, 40 miles an hour.
Yeah.
We ain't talking about kilometers here. You feel what I'm saying? What's your thoughts on that though, SI? Man, when you saw, what was your thoughts on that?
I was thinking like, I feel like he had I feel like the driver had time to make a choice.
He didn't. Yeah, he didn't have.
I feel like he had the time and he didn't take that time.
He didn't take that time.
That time was, yo, should I wheel around this joint at this mile an hour? Like, should I do it? I think he had enough time to reevaluate it. I think
he did. He wanted to, and this is and you know, we got drivers, they could attest to the Shout to Blackman. He says, shout out to the Dr. Phil that put me on, and shout out to our channel. Let's go.
Nah, I appreciate
Liddy
that.
if good. Yes. Hold up. He said channel Liddy Entertainment, if good alcohol for an expensive price. Shout to him.
Damn,
shout to Blackman, because now he's talking our language. We gotta have them up here.
That's a fact. 100%.
Blackman, don't forget to leave your info in a message so we can get back to you. As a matter of fact, we see your page, so we're gonna get back to you because we don't want to have these guys up here. Liddy Entertainment, he's rocking with our guy Dr. Phil. You already know we got to get him up here.
That's
because if it's one thing I rock with, is definitely having a great time, but a controlled time.
For sure.
With some spirits. Wines and spirits. We'll keep it clean like that. But in the meantime, shout to him for tuning in and paying attention. We appreciate you, man.
100%.
So I will say, like I said, rest in peace to her, because
100%.
She was a casualty of that. And it's like she wasn't driving.
No.
And that's sad. And then the reaction from the public is what bothers me. And it bothered my wife too.
Yeah. I feel like the public is cold.
It's cold.
It's cold, son. It's cold-blooded. And it's interesting. It's like, before anything, slow down a little bit. Like, think about what you're getting ready to say.
Right. Like, you on the camera, like, yo, it's actually look crazy. Look at this, yo. Oh, why don't you help?
I think people don't want to help. I think it's easier to spectate.
I think
way easier to spectate.
I think they just looking for likes and all that.
For sure.
And
y'all got to get this. See that? But that's the time we live in, son. It's the era we live in right now.
It's a fact, B. See?
Damn, son.
My eyes is open. You see that?
It's terrible.
I just talked about the crash with my daughter. And that is another aspect. Shout to the Facebook user, because she was young.
Yeah.
She was 14 years old. She was from what I understand, he picked up from school and took her out somewhere and he came back. And just like that, her life is over, and it's unfair.
Yeah, it's very unfair.
And everybody, we all say the same thing. Like this is how fast it goes on. This is how fast it could turn into a joyride.
Yeah.
To
your last ride.
Right.
But see,
and it's not her fault.
Nah, it ain't her fault. But you know the real problem is, man, not for nothing. Son, they don't got no outlets. They don't even like the problem is learn how to access these type of things, have access to these things. Just imagine, son, if we could go to the track often. What if he was dying to go to the track? No pun intended. What if he was like, yo?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's crazy. Shout out to the Facebook user. She said my daughter was supposed to attend her honor society this weekend.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's over the top.
It's good. We're gonna give Shorty like just a moment of silence.
That's a fact.
I'm really even distraught. The only reason we even really want to talk about it is because it really hits on is 16, too young to have driving privilege. But before we even do that, we're just gonna give Shorty a moment of silence, man. All right.
Yeah.
It's sad. It's sad.
It really is though.
And this is the other side of speeding that that even though at the end of the day we love our autos, we love our cars,
for sure.
You know, and the speed camera thing, obviously to me that's more of a money grab than this for safety, as you can see.
Yeah.
But this is the other side. People who are reckless.
Yeah.
And then you have people who lose their lives behind other people's reckless. You know?
You ain't lying, kid. You ain't lying at all. You ain't lying at all, man.
Facts. Shout to the Facebook user. They just raised a they just kind of hit on what you said.
Mm-hmm.
Said, had dude had an older brother or father that was in the cars, he probably would have been better off. I guess that's where he was going. He says he saw TikTok or Insta and bugged out. That's a fact.
See, you gonna laugh. I was just talking to one of my friends at the job. Same thing. I'm like, yo, you gotta remember, like you see, like we just said. Before we even started the show, like the kids are so easily influenced.
Yes.
Okay, you see people acting out, driving, whatever the case may be. You gonna turn around and do the same thing for whatever reason you think is cool.
Yes.
And that's what happens.
Yes.
Now, let's say you get winged and somebody's really trying to teach you what's really going on. You got a better chance of slowing down, son, and assessing the situations, no matter what it is, whether it's driving, walking the street, or whatever it may be. You have a better chance of understanding.
Right.
And that's what I think the lack of knowledge come into play.
Yeah. I'll be honest. On top of lack of knowledge, it's like what I want to call when you're a young man, right? Young teenage. Yeah. You have this kind of
Thundercat.
Right, young.
Yeah.
You have this kind of bravado.
Okay.
That we just can't put our fingers on.
See, I disagree a little bit. I agree to disagree. I agree to disagree. Why I say that? Because we was once young that age, you know? And you know, I was always feeling to drive. Always. Oh, I remember when I was a newborn, right? My mother have a friend coming in the house. He have a car. I would run right outside and jump in the car. Run outside, jump right in the car. Like, hold on, right? Cool.
Right.
Then remember my uncle used to take me to the track all the time.
Right.
So I was seeing speed firsthand, what speed is about.
Yes.
And I was seeing people make mistakes over there. Oh, you know, things just happen. I say all to say this. When I finally got behind the wheel, the last thing I wanted to do was to go bananas on the street, son.
But you had already had that experience.
But that's what I'm saying. So it's not about you necessarily being young and having this young Thundercat mentality. It's like, yo, when you don't know any better,
right?
You don't know how to operate correctly.
It's true.
So it kind of throws you off.
Yes.
And something also says that you think you slightly invincible, which is not accurate at all.
Yes.
You know, and I think that's what happens. Like,
and we all young felt that way.
Sure.
You see what you just said?
Sure.
And that is the bravado that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That this won't happen to me. I won't lose control of this car. I got this.
And let's be real, he probably took that joint out many a times in the night. For him to even feel that way.
No, now the question is, how did he get his hands on the car?
What you mean? Like sitting right there, nobody around. He good. He done did it plenty of times.
But it was his mother's car. Like, we didn't get into the case, and we really don't want to. I really just want to give this time to heal. But in the meantime, is 16 too young for driving privileges? And that's really the question we're gonna answer right now.
Okay.
And then we're gonna move on.
Okay.
So let you answer first.
Okay. Is 16 too young for driving privileges? Absolutely not. 16 is not too young.
Okay.
What's too young is your mentality. If your mentality is not checked,
yes,
if that's out of whack, there's no way you should be doing this. Because you got to think about it. You got young kids,
yes, I do.
Our kids' age, that's in the driving already. That's learning the principles and on tracks.
That's true.
So the time they 16, they already they official already.
But does that mean that they won't try to exploit those things on regular public roads? I mean,
why I say no, they more or less wouldn't, because if they are experiencing on tracks a good amount of time, I think that kind of wedges a gap. Like, do I really want to with all this traffic?
Do I really want to? Shout to Militime NYC. We see you, baby. Shout to my guy Phil. He said age Dr. got Phil. Nothing to do with it. I'm gonna be honest.
I don't think it do. I think age is probably the last factor, huh?
Really?
I'm telling you, God, we could put our kids right now in little dragsters, and they could learn any and everything about driving, racing, going fast, all of that.
But when they learn, when I'm a hawking it to something that you're gonna laugh, okay. but think about it. Let's say you put your kid in like wrestling class, right? They teaching the in and outs of wrestling. Keep it a buck. Listen, I know it's hilarious, but true when you think about it. Yeah. You put them in wrestling class, teach them the in and outs of wrestling. Teach them how to, go for it. Now you know how to put somebody in the choker and all that, whatever it is, right? And now he at school, like, they like, yo, let's play fight. And he's like, all right. And next thing you know, somebody got their leg broke messing around with him. It's like, yo, he knew how to do it. And like you said, the key, shout to Mill, he said the key words is maturity. See, I feel like maturity is the biggest factor, because you could teach a kid to do a lot of different things.
Yeah.
But the thing is, will they be mature enough to know when?
See, that's funny, because I tell that to my daughter all the time. I'm like, yo, your age don't make you. It's how you think about things.
Thank you.
It's how you perceive things. So it's just, man, not for nothing. I've been willing and dealing, you know what I'm saying, since I had the doodle diaper on, but it's just a little different. It's just a little different. It's like, you gotta understand. And I like your example too. That was a really good example. In this case, if it was an emergency and he had to get busy like that, and he had the inexperience, then that's a whole nother situation.
Now, that is, to me, is a different story. You're right.
Then it's like, oh man, like if he,
right.
And then was it manual? We don't know.
Oh nah,
because it'll been different if it was
not
manual.
The way. Listen, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Right, when I learned how to drive manual, I learned about control.
Yeah, that was my first thing too. First thing was really control. Speed was like secondary or lastendary for that matter. Like,
right,
get the control right.
When I learned how to drive manual, and this is one of the reasons why we preach it. And what was your train thought? What did Ace once said? The ease of access. The ease of access. Shout to Ace One.
That is a problem.
Tuned in. I hope he is. Shout to Ace One.
That is a problem, son.
Ease of, because they can easily get to these cars. Now we're talking about. Now he wasn't driving a Hellcat or nothing like that.
No. But
you put him in a Hellcat with 700 horsepower with an automatic transmission. All he got to do is hit the gas and go.
This is what I'm see, and that's I think that's why we kind of preach manual a little bit, because it's a little bit of different principles that goes into driving those cars with the standard shift.
Yes,
it's different steps before you sit there and you think you're going to really get busy with one of these.
And which is one of the reasons why it's like, even when you go to other countries, other places, it's like manual before now was it. I remember we went to Jamaica.
Yeah,
I went to Jamaica and we landed in Montego Bay, and we had to go all the way to Ocho Rios.
Yeah.
We get on the bus.
Yeah.
The bus.
Yeah, he was shifting it.
We get on the bus. I'm like, yo, what is that? Yo, we got the shifter on the Nah, it was like 6-speed. I don't know how they got. Yo, I'm telling you.
Damn.
He was driving that bus, kid.
I'm telling you, son. I know.
Downshift, toot the horn twice when he going over the yellows, go right back. And I'm just like, yo, look at this.
Telling you, man. I tell you this, man. People in different, countries like that, they drive different.
They don't have a passing lane. Damn. It was overtake. Yo, son. I'm saying
that's how you know right there is different already. That's it.
Shout to my guy Militime NYC. He said, like we said, you got to put in the work.
Yeah.
Bah.
That's it.
At the end of the day, when I started driving my CRX, I was going out at night. I was on some Takumi. I was out there trying to learn. When I got my motorcycle, I wasn't riding with everybody. I rode by myself.
That's a fact.
I need to be able to control myself.
And that to me is a beautiful thing. Like, you got to learn how to control whatever your situation is. You got to do your best to learn to control that situation.
Yes. And that's what I learned. Above all, learn to control yourself.
For sure.
Because it's very easy to weave around and then you see this happening. But because you didn't weave on throttle,
something, right?
You didn't go in the right lane on gas.
Yeah.
And that to me was his fatal flaw. You went into the lane on full gas. Not even with in your head, like, yo, maybe something might be there.
Not even that. He went in the lane at 100% throttle. He dipped way too hard. Way too hard. I was like, damn, how would he? But people fail to realize too, you got to be smooth. It's like a dance. You got to be smooth.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you know how I do. You know, now for now, you was at the wedding, so you seen the moves. You know, that's
I'm not gonna talk about your wedding, fam. I'm not gonna do it. Shout to wifey because her white shoes was dogged up by the time you was finished, bro.
I'm saying everybody can't step with the Lord. That's it. Everybody can't.
I don't know. Keep up with him. It looked like the difference between Legos and spheres. You was like this. I was like, yo, is he all right? Let's get him out of here. Help.
Oh man.
But in all honesty,
yeah,
you're all right about one thing. It is really, really, really about how you handle yourself.
For sure, son.
And remember, and even and this is why I say even video games and things could be they could help.
And
because they're simulators.
This is what I'm saying, man. Contrary to the belief, video games, racing games, have definitely contributed to my A1 driving skills. That's it. That's all I gotta say.
I'm gonna help this guy out.
That's all I gotta say. Son.
Shout out to the Facebook user. They said my daughter said it could be it's an old car. I told her no, it was probably stock, and he didn't know what he was doing. Wilding all afternoon, not worried about brake fade. Wow.
Not even that. No, his daughter may be on to something. Old car, old suspension.
Oh yeah.
So it's that's interesting. She said that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of things plays a part.
Yeah,
plays a part, son. I'm telling you.
Which is one of the lessons of driving, the timing. That's a fact. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, who's dropping chimes in the in the comments.
We really appreciate it.
Shout to Phil. He said the difference today is mindset. A lot of younger dudes these days want to run before they crawl. And that's where guidance and mentorship
all that's missing
comes in.
What are you talking about? They getting that from TikTok though.
Yeah, okay. Meanwhile, China's like, yeah, let them drive in the walls and kill themselves when we take this place over. I ain't stop. Let me stop.
Yeah, we ain't gonna go there.
We ain't gonna go into all of that.
There,
but in all honesty, it's about mentorship. They need mentors. They need examples. They need people to talk to.
I need to be educated, bro.
Yes.
Regardless of what it is, man, you missing that. Good luck.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's tough after that.
And it's like everybody, even when I was young, I was starving to get behind the wheel.
Sure, I told I was
starving.
I was legitimately fiended out all the time.
Let me tell y'all something. My CRX was my first car.
Okay,
it was manual.
Let's go.
I did not know how to drive manual.
Yeah,
but I said I want the car. You know what I did? I walked to work for a month. I got a loan from my boss.
Yeah.
That worked at JFK. The car was $1,200. I had $200. It was $1,400. I had $200 saved, and I needed $1,200. My boss fronted me the $1,200 because I was making $300 a week off the books.
Yeah,
right. So that was $1,200. He gave me the $1,200. I took my $200. I bought the car. I almost burnt the clutch out driving home with it, and I only lived like 5 or 6 blocks away. I ain't live that far. So when I get the car home, and now I'm like, okay, cool. I go to work the next day.
Yeah.
And I got my Metro car, whatever. At that time, I'm waiting for a paycheck. He's like, "What you want?" He said, "Yo, you gonna pay me back, right?" I said, "Yeah." I figured it was gonna be like $100 a week.
Yeah.
Now he wanted my whole check, son.
Damn.
Yo, I walked to work for a month. Yes, I did. I walked to work for a month.
Talk about mileage, son.
Yo, kid, and I knew when 3 Q3s passed me, I was running late. You better be on your bind.
Yo, he said, yo, when 3 Q3s passed me,
I was running late. At the same time, it taught me one, I gotta work for what I want. You know what I mean? If you're not willing to walk, then you don't want it. Then you don't want it. I had to walk to get that. Then when it came to driving manual, I had to learn. I wanted the car, wasn't enough. I had to learn. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like those are the things that are missing. The drive. There's a drive to things that a lot of young people miss.
Yeah.
So I feel like TikTok is giving them the instant glorification. They see people getting things like this, and they think they can do what they do. And I think that was the problem with this guy in his car, and this young guy in his car. He really seen what he saw on TikTok, YouTube. He see what they call them, the dudes that be white lining and driving.
What they call the lane dippers or something?
I don't know neither. They silly with it, but at the end of the day, he saw that. He see people doing it, and he's like, "Yo, you know what? I could do that. Look,
But you know what bothers me though? Like, I don't know, son. I never thought it was cool. I don't know, but I guess that's just us. So
Nah. Oh, hold up.
Okay,
I ain't say he without sin cast the first stone, right? You ain't see me pick a rock up. I can't say I wasn't. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's one thing I love about the audience, and I love about the people who listen. I'm not gonna sit here and say I didn't do it either, but I put a lot of thought and time and work into what I was doing.
No, I agree, but I never looked at it and be like, yo, nah, I could do it. I think it's hot. Don't get me wrong. When, like, for instance, right, when wifey was getting ready to go to the doctor and have my man, that's when I had to turn it on a little bit. That's one thing. That's one thing. If it's necessary,
yes,
then sure.
Yes.
But for laughs and giggles, I'm not doing it though.
Nah, I ain't do it for laughs and giggles, but I mean, we used to really get in, man. You know, and that's where cats know that CRX from. Straight up, it's ridiculous. But I missed that car. But shout to the Facebook user say, yo, my first conquest was manual, and the previous owner drove it for me to my boy's garage in the 90s. And every weekend before work, I would take the bus from my house to the garage and taught myself how to drive.
That's real.
That's what I'm saying. You know how I learned how to drive manual? You ready for this? Yeah. I learned in my driveway. I learned how to do burnouts in my driveway. You're going to laugh. I know my mom's just hearing this like, that's what I was hearing. Yeah, I was wilding. I would go jump in the CRX, and I would go from the back of the driveway to the front of the driveway. I would go from the back of the driveway to the front of the driveway. And then I used to drop the hammer. So you're
going to laugh. I used to do that too with the Integra. Remember when I had the Silver LS?
Yep.
It would be times, like, let's say I didn't have it insured for some whatever odd reason, right? I would be in the yard with it, back and forth with it.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. So.
But that was the way I had to teach myself because I knew how important it was for me to know. Like, I look at it like war. Y'all gonna laugh. I look at everything like that.
Yeah.
And if I'm unprepared, I'm going into war unprepared. I don't like being unprepared.
No, it's a fact. I hear that 100%.
I don't like being unprepared. I'd rather hit the reset button.
Do over.
I need a mulligan.
Nah, it's a fact. Now, you're not lying, man. I think, you just gotta have your noodle right for this thing. That's really what it come down to. Gotta get the noodle right.
Facts. With that, shout to the Facebook. He said, "Beer the one. That's what you call a feel-good test run." Yes, I would do that when I had no insurance. That's exactly what the issue then too. I had no insurance. It cost me like $5,000 to insure the CRX for 1 year liability. God. Because it was small, it was 2-door, it was manual,
no safety, nothing.
I had that car had no assists.
Yeah.
You were on your own, and I'm telling you, that's where I really learned how to drive. The front wheels power and turn. Whenever that's a situation, you got to work harder.
Yeah, for sure.
You got to work rear wheel drive cars. The rear tires power the car. They don't do anything else really. Limited slip or whatever. They don't do anything else. Your front wheels turn, independent suspension.
Yeah, they do all kind of stuff.
But now, if you had your rear wheels or you had the same wheels that apply power turning, you could lose tire. Even in Gran Turismo, one of the tests with the Type R, you got to learn to correct yourself before you start going fast again. When you breaking, you got to make sure you straight. You can't break in because now you're gonna get whatever the car give you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me started, man. You already know what it is. Shout to Blackman. He said first manual car ever was a 94 Nissan Sentra Limited, and I graduated to a super. Oh man. Shout to my guy, my guy Will, man. He got a GTR now, but his first car was a Sentra. He came to high school with a Sentra.
That's fire right there, son.
There goes maturity because I'm gonna keep it a buck. Will used to go to Mexico at that age.
Oh, he's going to Mexico still? Damn.
But we was young. We was in high school. But nobody knew he was driving except for his closest friends. You know why?
Wow.
Because Will would wait for everybody to disperse and walk going about their way. You'll see him hop the fence, jump in the car, and leave.
See, that's smooth.
He didn't want nobody to know he was driving. Shout to him. That was actually really, really smart.
Mm-hmm.
Shout to Phil. He said, I did it my damn self. It was a sport to me. But I made a point to learn my vehicles as much as possible. The kids today call it swimming. He's right.
They call it swimming? I think we talking about that.
The in and out of the lanes. Like, we like this. Nah, son. That's lane dipping. Lane dipping. Nah, but, you know, every now and again, and even my wife she gets at me sometimes because sometimes I'm driving and I don't even realize that's how I'm driving. I don't realize that I may. And she's like, yo. I'm like, but I had it the whole time.
Not me, son. When I'm riding with the warden, she be just yelling at me because I ain't driving fast enough. Yo, I'm telling you, son. Yo, mind you, when I'm dolo, though, it's a different SI when he dolo.
He said when I'm driving with the warden.
When I'm doing that, it's a whole whole different ball game, son.
He said when I'm driving with the big boss's lady. Y'all see me like, you could go a little faster.
I'm telling you, son. Yo, watch that. Yo, you ain't gonna change the lane? Yo,
No,
they merging.
My stomach
Son.
hurt.
I'm telling you,
my
son.
stomach, bro.
I'm telling you. It's a fact, though.
With that being said, shout to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. We be rocking with y'all. Shout to Marlon. He says, so sleeping on the couch tonight. Yeah, I know, kid. SI, yeah, he needs a warning. Yo, that was
lock in. That's what made him laughing. That's it, son.
He'd be like, yo, I'm just gonna go out, for lock in.
Just staring at you with the blank face, like, hold on, fam.
Oh man. Shout to Jay. We would have put the phone number up, but we don't know if the phones is working. It's been crazy.
Yeah,
so if everybody
man.
could drop their comments and drop it in the comments. We love y'all for it. We got to figure out something with these phones because I would love to hear what some of y'all have to say.
100%,
Shout to Jay. Oh, it's my guy. He said my first manual was an SCR B13 Sentra, and I learned through watching a YouTube video and going from East Tremont to the Conduit. Boy.
Okay, that's all right. My first manual was, when I had the Red Supra, it was auto and I had to convert it.
Yes.
Right? But my first technical manual car was a 2001 Integra LS. Oh man, son.
You know how I could tell it was his first manual? Say, yo, kid, take off, son. He was like, I'm like, yo, where you going? Like, what happened? And then he said, yo, here, Pop, drive the car. I was like, yeah, the bip, 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 skirt. I'm hitting second gear, tires and skirt. Like, yo, what's that?
Yo, he's out of control, son. He's out of control, B. That is hilarious. He ain't lying, though.
Shout out to the face. They said rest in peace, K Slade, but that was mad annoying. Lock in. I'm telling you, man, y'all laugh, man. Look, y'all put them bangles on willingly. We be like this. I love you, babe.
Yeah.
Lock in.
So you put them on willingly.
I was just gonna go. You sounded that little kid.
Yes, sir.
I was just gonna go out with lock in.
That's it. That is it, son.
Shout to Blackman. He said, when I got that 1999 Max, my cousin told me, respect the Max, because if you don't, it will show you the reason to Yo, it was that damn well supercharged. He's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing. And that happened when I got my motorcycle.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I got to a point where I felt like I mastered, driving my CRX.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But there was a point when I went to get my motorcycle and I finally got my GSXR 750, 2005. And when I got my hands on that motorcycle, the one thing that I always take away from it is that if you make a mistake, the bike is going to let you know.
Damn.
Listen, the reason they compare them to horses is not
Yeah.
It's not just because you ride them. Pause.
Yeah, for sure. Whoa.
Yowzers. Technical. Excuse me.
But you're not lying though. That's 100% true.
Not
though.
only because you get on the bike. Excuse me. That's how we got to keep it clean.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, you bought a motorcycle from the left. Because when you put the kickstand down, it's where it lean.
It's going to lean to the left.
You ever seen somebody get on a horse from the right side? You're not supposed to. If they'll turn around and buck on you.
No, never seen that.
Trust me. If you make a mistake with a horse, it's going to let you know.
For sure.
Same thing with a bike.
Yeah.
You pop the clutch the wrong way, you do something.
Mm-hmm.
You off of it, kid.
No, that's true, man. A lot of things is less forgiving, and we got to always remember that. Like,
shout to the Facebook you said not to cut you bearded. What's your thoughts on the Blackbird turbo motorcycle? Okay. Now, I'm just gonna reference turbo motorcycles in general.
Yeah.
Because I believe the Blackbird came stock that way. I believe that's a Honda.
Yeah.
That's a Honda Blackbird.
Mm-hmm.
So here's my thing when it comes to turbo bikes. Or I remember at one point Honda was making like not a cruiser, but like a I want to say what do we call those bikes? Like the Goldwing.
Oh, those like touring bikes, right?
But they was making them with like VTEC at them. They were trying to like everybody. They're gonna put
those still be like sports touring bikes.
No,
super sports touring bikes.
No, this is
super bikes.
Honda Goldwing, like car on two wheels.
Yeah, that drink was extremely heavy too.
But in the meantime, my thing when it comes to turbo on any motorcycle, like one, is it necessary?
I don't ask me that. I don't think it's necessary, not even a little bit.
Cause and then my biggest thing is because if you turbo, you're gonna tune it. That's one. Two, right? Two, when it comes down to it, right? When you're in a turn and you're really not supposed to be on your throttle unless you know what I mean? Like you're supposed to maintain.
You're supposed to maintain it. You're not supposed to you can't open it or anything like that. Once you open the radius, it's a Reynolds wrap.
Well, how many times have you done it anyway?
See, I don't know. Like I like to believe like when I'm in a turn, I'm getting my lean on. I like to do my best to open up towards the exit. Like as soon as I'm like
enter like an angel, exit like a demon.
Yeah,
we've all heard it.
Yeah.
But how many times has this happened to you? Let's say you didn't mean to do it. Let's say you did it by mistake.
No, you're 100% right. I do that quite often though. I do. I ain't gonna sit here and hold it. I do.
So
sure.
With a turbo bike, that instant could throw you. That's like, to me, that's like a turbo bike or any kind of bike that could increase a burst of power.
Yeah.
You got to be careful. It's not a car.
Yeah.
So that's my thing. When it comes down to a turbo motorcycle, as long
supercharged,
as
anything in that
supercharged, anything like that, you got to really be careful. You got to like your turn game got to be up to point, or even just your handle game in general, because we all know a burst of power could put one wheel in the air
for sure,
easily,
for sure.
But as far as it being a collector's item and honestly being the only bike that I know that comes boosted, it's a buy.
Yeah.
It's a buy. We're gonna clap our hands to that one. It's a buy. Turbo is never necessary in any bike. I will say this though. Shout to Erica Marie. She in the sky. She said, "Girl, from the plane."
Oh, let's go. That's what it is.
Wherever you going, I'm jealous. I'm saying it right now. I need to go on vacation myself, but just listen. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your vacation. I see she posted it earlier that she outside early. Shout to Erica Marie. Must be birthday time coming up soon. That's when you see people traveling. Shout to Esau with his birthday. Shout to her.
Appreciate
she said, it. Hell no, ain't necessary on a booster either. I tell you what, I've seen a turbo booster. There was a guy in Queens who had a turbo silver and blue Hayabusa.
Yeah.
And we was all, chilling. It was Linden and Springfield, I believe we was at. And we all get to the light, and when he took off, and that thing just 12 o'clock. And we're talking a small turbo.
Damn.
I'm not talking a HKS 3035. Oh, I'm talking about a freaking Garrett T25. A baby turbo, stock turbo. 500 horsepower.
This is what I'm saying. I think that's tricky. That's tricky one. Not for nothing. Even like if you ask me, I know we don't get too deep into it, but even the H2, I think the H2 is ridiculous.
Here we go, bro.
That Cowie's crazy. He's out of control, son.
With that being
Yo,
said,
let's go. Let's go.
We're gonna move right on with the show. Shout to Erica Marie.
Yeah.
She's tuning in on the plane. You know what? That lets you know that you can tune in anywhere.
That's a fact.
For Rally Radio. You know where to find us.
100%.
You can find us at Gutter Ball Rally on
Mhm.
YouTube. If you on, please subscribe. You know you can catch us. You know you can rock with us. You can find us on Facebook at Gutter Ball
Let's go.
Rally. You can find us on Instagram at Gutter Ball
Mhm.
Rally. Not the live show, but you can see some of our posts in the meantime. And also on Instagram at Rally_Radio_GBR and Twitter at DoYouGBR. Yeah, we everywhere, baby. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. Numbers is going up. We appreciate y'all. We're gonna jump right. There is a club in Atlanta that stay out at 1:30 as a requirement for membership. Whew.
Man.
Now I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah.
Told you I've been around.
Mm-hmm.
I rode from Myrtle Beach to Columbia, South Carolina.
Yeah.
It's a great run. By the way, I got some other shout outs at the end of the show, but when I did that, right, I thought that was the greatest ride I had ever took in my life on my street bike. It was crazy. Speeds was crazy. I was able, she on West Coast. Shout out to Erica Marie. She said she West Coast cutting it up. Oh, she going to Cali.
She ain't playing.
Ride. I see.
Yeah, that's fire.
So
Mm-hmm.
that was a great ride. I
Yeah.
stayed out in Atlanta with my homeboy Kerry. Rest in peace to Kerry. We stayed out there with him, right?
Mm.
And we call ourselves getting on the 7-5. That's a big highway out there. It's like the Van Wyck or whatever out there. We get on the 7-5 and we on our way to downtown Atlanta to go to these clubs or whatever. And we on the road is a little late. We went out a little late, like we would say for Atlanta, because things shut down at like 2 a.m, right? Yo, it had to be not even late. It was about 10 o'clock, but it wasn't as much traffic.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, this guy was riding. I couldn't even see what he was riding. He came, all you heard was
Yeah.
He came around the turn that we came off of, and he went past us like we were standing still. And we didn't see him. I couldn't even make. I just know it was a bike.
It probably was a Cali. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna give him this props for bigging up Cowie's, man. Gemini season.
Oh man.
So
Yeah.
I said that to say that I believe there is like those roads are made like that. They made like that.
I tell you, those bikes are great though.
Yes.
Like it is. They are. Like, again, you just gotta respect them though. You don't respect them, then you're gonna pay.
That's a
I
fact.
feel like that's with anything in life.
That's a fact.
Oh.
But I will say though,
Mm-hmm.
it's early out there. You say, yeah, I be envious of the two wheels. But the best I can do is live through y'all and watch Black Dragon on YouTube. I will say this.
Yeah.
I will say this for all car guys, and we had this show a little earlier. For all car guys,
Yeah.
you might want to get yourself a motorcycle.
Nah, I agree.
It is about, to me, the purest form of movement between you and a machine.
I think you might be on to something with that.
Purest movement.
I think you may be on to something with that.
Purest movement. I mean, anything. You riding. It's like when you riding your motorcycle, there's one thing I'll say. If you're not one with it, get off of it.
Yeah, because like I feel like I'm in it. Like I'm so connected to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like a sword. Like I feel like it's just like
Yes.
it's so smooth. It's crazy.
Yes.
It's ridiculous.
Yes.
It's definitely a feeling like no other.
I will say this.
And it's a Cali.
And this guy.
I'm sorry.
Do yourself a favor. If you don't ride, they have classes at this place. I went to Trauma Auto School to get my motorcycle license. And they had these little 250cc Cowies. You get on those and just see if that's what you want to do. You can pay them for the day.
Yeah.
And just ride it back and forth in their little parking lot that they have.
Mm.
And you can see, is this what I want?
And that's the beautiful part about it. Like you can definitely like, and they'll let you know right away, way faster than the car. What's so funny over this?
Yo, this guy, I'm telling you, he said, nope. All I think about is high chairs and 15-mile-an-hour endos. I know me, I'd be sucking on soup before the season.
That's real. I respect the honesty. That's real.
Yo, he said 15-mile-an-hour endos. Good luck. Once you
Yo.
And for those that don't know what a 15-mile-an-hour endo is, look at Biker Boys.
Mm-hmm.
They was doing it.
Yeah.
I watched that the other day. It was
son.
tremendous, man. We got a whole show lined up for y'all today. That was hilarious. He said I'll be sucking soup by the time the season.
before the season start.
I'm not mad, man. At least you're keeping it real with yourself, man. He said, yo, I'm going to keep it a buck. For those that are not subscribed, if you're watching on YouTube and you're not subscribed, just subscribe to the page. We got a couple other things we got going on. We got some other videos that's going to be coming your way. Don't forget, you can find us on YouTube at Gutterball Rally. GUTTRBALLRALLY. Spread it to your people. Let them know what's going on. We definitely have a good show lined up for you. It's just we had a little bit of fun, but also, like I said, we always wanted to talk about that situation.
Absolutely.
Right, but with that being said, you know how we get down, man. You got any shout outs you want to give, kid?
Yeah, I just want to shout out to everybody rocking with us, paying attention, tuning in all over the place. We got people on the west side of things heading over there. They rocking with us.
Shout out to Erica Marie.
Let's go, Erica.
Let's go.
What we talking about, man. It's ill though. Like, it's cool though. We really appreciate that here on Rally Radio. That's a fact.
And not only that, shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. Shout out to all the car guys and car gals out there. Yeah. We working on a couple other things. We got some other merch that we're gonna be working on. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention, because you guys are the lifeblood. And at the end of the day, we do this just so we could. If we can't get a time to talk to you, this is like our time that we get to speak.
100%, 100%.
You know what I mean? Want to shout out my co-host here, man.
Let's go.
Want to shout out the co-owner here, man.
Let's go. Man.
Want to shout out S.I. Sean.
Yeah.
For his birthday, man. Shout to you.
Kid. Dang, appreciate that one,
Shout
kid.
to you, man. Shout to S.I. Sean.
100%, man. Good looking on
Screwed
that
up
one.
On the sound effects a little bit, but you know what I mean.
It's all good. It's all good.
And we're going to have a good show, man.
Yeah, 100%.
We're going to have a good show. We got a couple things lined up for y'all. So with that being said, if you ain't got no shout outs, I ain't got no shout outs. Here we go. Now, if you tuned in last week, what did they miss, kid? What we got going on?
Yo, if you tuned in last week or you so happen to forgot, shame on you. Try not to make that a habit. But check this out, though. I got a couple good recaps here. I need y'all to listen to this real quick. You know, NYC starting its congestion price. Scam them.
Scammer. Damn it.
What is it? West of 60th? They said it was?
West 60th Street on down. You're going to be paying. They don't know how much they're going to charge you yet.
But it's between $9 and $23.
9 and 23. Miller time. He said, happy born day. Enjoy. He still needs a new mic, though.
Appreciate that, Miller time. Appreciate that one. That's real.
So they talking about charging between $9 and $23 to go to the city.
Son, that's ridiculous, huh?
50% off if you go after midnight, though. So if you're going to the club, that's going to affect club numbers.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yo, we got to pay them.
I'm going after 12, God. I get 50% off.
Yo.
It's a fact.
Yo, it's crazy.
What else you got for them? What's poppin'?
Another interesting one is Sweden is working on electrifying their highways.
Hilarious.
Son, if that's not like, one of the fast ways to be electrocuted, I don't know what is. That's ridiculous, huh?
So, okay, here I have a couple questions about that. And I thought about that. Like, if it's an electrified highway, what happens if you're not driving an electrified car?
Damn.
Good question, right? What happens if you have an accident on an electrified highway? What do you use to put out the flames? You can't use water.
That's a good question, son.
Good sound thinking. Continue on. What else we got for him?
Yo, that's crazy, son. What happens if you overcharge? Yo, son, what, right? What about traffic? Does it continuously keep charging?
Shout to my guy Damien. He in the building. I know he don't like this.
Yeah.
My guy
Dangerous Damien. That's it, son. It fits him so well. Shout to my guy Reeps, man. Let's go.
Understeer. That's a fact. Continue on. Understeer for Sweden for making an electric highway.
That's ridiculous. There's so much different things that could just go wrong. Like
if you overcharge. Maybe it go faster.
Damn. Yeah, go faster to a kablooey.
That is.
You know what happens when you overcharge your cell phone?
Overcharge your cell phone. Shout to my guy Damien. Oh man, it's in all love though,
That's
baby.
I
will say this, man.
Yeah.
I'm not driving on no electrified highway. The first thing that came to my mind when they said that had to be F-Zero.
Damn, son.
Or what you say last week? Tyco.
Yeah. Oh man, son.
The triggers.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I feel like they think they're thinking ahead of the game, but I don't know where they're thinking at this point. So it's like electrify for real, yo.
Electrify highway. So what happens when you get off? What the exit gonna look like?
It's just bad. It's just not. It's not a good thing.
And what else you got for him? We got one more.
Another good one for them. If you so happen to watch all the Fast and Furious, they willing to pay you a rack
A bando?
for all of them.
I watch. Well, no, I ain't watching more. Let me stop.
Yeah,
Maybe they want to charge 1,000 because they know them last two was garbage.
they probably know something. Cause how's that an offer? Yo, you watch all of them. You gonna
Man, I want that.
Nah, I don't know.
Man, I
think that's very interesting right there. Son.
But
Very
however,
interesting.
if they pay me,
Mhm.
I'll do it.
Yeah, for sure. I got one more good one, man. Bad one may not like this one, but
What you got?
I don't know.
Oh, here we go.
Maserati calls the end of their V8. Son.
The cheapest, most expensive car is getting rid of
Son, that Gran Turismo.
the Shark on land.
Come on,
It's a
son.
beautiful car.
I think after that Maserati, I don't know. I think it's in the air after that. So I'm like, I don't know. Maserati, they still got one of the best sounding V6s ever.
Whoa.
They do.
Better than the Infinity?
It could be a little naked.
better than the GTR?
But here's the thing: that drink sounds wild, Italian, son. It sounds too crazy. It does. However, though, the V8s though they should hold on. Son.
All right. I say they should hold on to the V8s and only make them for the people who can afford them like everybody else.
Damn.
That's how they playing ball.
Yeah, they playing ball like that. That's crazy.
That's how they playing ball. It is what it is.
That's nuts right there. But that's what I got for the recap, man. Hope y'all enjoyed that one.
Shout out to the recap.
Let's get ready for the show.
You know how we
Let's
get
do
down,
it,
man.
son.
With that being said, shout out to everybody tuning in, paying attention. He said, I'm owing some money from Fast and Furious. Shout to Damon. He's right. I already watched his movies, man. Give my money, man. Stop playing. With that being said, we about to jump right in. You ready to go?
Yeah, I'm
Here we
I'm
go.
ready.
Weekly specs. Auto news for all the listeners. Only on Rally Radio.
All right. Y'all know how we get down, man. It's the bearded one here.
Yeah.
SI Sean. We about
Let's
to
go.
jump right in. We got a lot of different news for you going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get into a couple other things. It looks like cars are lasting longer on the roads. Now we talked about
Oh yeah.
not only is cars lasting longer, but it
Mhm.
looks like people are keeping their cars longer.
Damn.
That's a big deal.
Nah, it really is though.
That's a
Sure
big
is.
deal because nobody wants the garbage that they're trying to sell them right now. But with that being said, man, you know how we get down. We're gonna get into it a little bit.
Yeah.
The effects of new vehicle inventory shortages, along with the federal government pushing interest rates, are becoming evident as American cars, trucks, and SUVs hit a record for being older than ever. According to the latest intelligence from S&P Global Mobility, the average age of vehicles on the road today is 12 and a half years old. The average. This is the sixth straight year of average vehicle age increases. The previous average was 12.2.
Damn, son. That's
Wow.
very interesting, son.
Think about that.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, that's saying that there's more older cars on the road than new.
Yeah.
What's your thought? Do you think that that's true? And what's your thoughts on that? If it is?
I think it's very interesting because you got to think about it, right? Okay, even with the new cars, they come with their warranties and whatever like that. It's
Mhm.
still not adding up because whatever you about to pay for that is gonna be crazy.
That's a fact.
So people probably think about it like, yo, hold on, why would I do this, right? For instance, right when I went to go refinance the SI, right?
Yes.
Yo, the guy was like, yo, man, you keeping that? I was like, yeah. He said, yo, that's good because most people are just keeping these cars now because it costs too much to get a new one.
See,
Again, even with the warranty you could get with the new car, people still like, nah, I'm good.
I'm good.
That's very interesting, son.
You know why? Because I'd rather slide up under this thing and get dirty
Yeah.
fixing it
for sure.
than to pay somebody $2,000-$3,000 for a computer.
You know what's
Let's go.
interesting too? It may even be cheaper to keep it and you just grab another extender on it. Extended warranty.
You know, he from the hood. He said extendo.
Nah, this is a family show. Family show, y'all.
Extender. Don't get that man no piss.
Warranty.
Extender.
He's out of control. But that's a fact. I was like, damn, that's really interesting. So I think this is accurate though. And think about it though, right? With this new move to EV, right? You think they're giving you their best products?
No.
No way.
And let's be honest.
No way.
Let's be honest here. The reason, and everybody's like, oh, you know, I'm telling you, I get DMs, I get calls whenever I put up a video, anything. Oh, you know, I don't understand how you don't like EVs. What do you mean? Dude, you can't tell me you're a car person
Yeah.
and you like EVs.
Nah, man.
Because if you do and you're a car person, then like it. That's fine. You drive it.
Yeah.
But don't force me to drive it.
You like it.
You like it. You go for yours. Shout to the Facebook. You said car dealers are bugging for charging 38 stacks for a 06 Bentley GT though.
I don't know.
I might pay that.
Yeah, me too. I don't know right there. Hold on, user. I don't know.
I might buy that.
Speaking of that, I remember I was going home the other day, right? And I seen like a 2001 GT Continental T. I was like, hold on, yo. This thing was in such immaculate shape, son.
Love it.
Yo, I don't know, man. 38 for Continental?
I might do it.
I don't know, son.
Shout to the Facebook. You said economic wisdom. They will find a way to make us get rid of the vintage. I'm going to give you 2 ways right now.
Yeah.
Well, one word. Takata. They're going to use this airbag thing as a reason to dump all these old cars, just like they did Cash for Clunkers. But
yo, remember in earlier shows, we was talking how they were saying how older cars are more dangerous?
Yes.
Another way right there.
Oh, the brakes are inadequate. Yeah, okay. I just get bigger brakes.
Or I just redo the brakes. Get new pads, new lines. What's wrong?
This is the issue. Shout out to the Facebook user, Damien. Shout out to my guy. He said, that's because since COVID, everyone got into a DIY and realized they can save money and not have to worry about that mysterious part that's bad when it was fine. Shout to him. That's
sure,
exactly what happened.
Yeah.
You
absolutely.
left me with time on my hands. How do you say, when I got a minute, I'm good. I got an hour, I'm great.
Yeah.
I got a week, I'm unstoppable.
Damn.
I love that. Shout to
Yeah.
Oh man, where'd I hear that from?
That, son?
18. That was my guy, man. I'm telling you. Shout to Miller Tom. He said Ford is still sending me letters to buy back and trade my baby. And you know what? I sent him a letter right back with a big old NO in it, red. No.
That's fine though. That's funny because Honda be doing the same thing. Like, yo, SR, you ready to bring this back? No.
Wow. You don't think the dealership hit me up for that Type R?
Damn.
They said, I hope the Type R is working well. Would you like to bring it back and get a Mustang? Shout to Miller. I got love for you, bro, but man, I do that.
Nah, they relentless though. Because you know we got Infinity too. They like, yo, man, you want to bring this back here and
no
jump in a new one? Nah,
I'm good. Thank you very much.
It still works.
Still runs. But I will say this though, when it comes to average age of vehicle, and this is what they pushing for. That's why I don't understand, even certain articles like this. Like it's telling you what it is, but at the same time, right? You're telling me something that I know I'm doing. My Infinity Grace, 2006, still running, still going. I'ma still keep driving.
Workhorse.
That's it, workhorse.
See,
go get the groceries and get the kids, man.
But that's what it is. Like, you know what bothers me the most is like, y'all once put out great cars, right? And I feel like they did that even to the the middle of, the from 2010 to 2020. I feel like they still was putting out pretty decent vehicles. And now they like this. Damn, maybe they was too good. Oh, because now they get to monitor your parts. Like when they assembling them, they know how many heat cycles this thing is gonna fail at.
Yeah.
So they gotten better with that. And they probably like this. Damn, man, people just swapping them out now.
See,
they just changing the parts.
See, and not only that, right? When you think about
people educating themselves,
right? Yeah. When you think about what the cars are capable of now, and we knew that cars are capable of 200,000 miles. That's why when they try to come with these EV, the car can run for 200,000 miles, so you got to change the battery.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, okay.
You know what? I got a bridge in Brooklyn with lights and clowns on it,
and bridges and boats go under it.
Yeah,
for sale.
Yeah, for sale.
They gotta pay you every time the boat go by. They think we stupid. That's why I don't get it. It's like I don't want it. Shout to the Facebook. He said this got to be is this Draco? He said Kia is still sending me letters to buy back the Forte. F Kia / Hyundai. I hate him. Son. He mad at him.
He is. That's personal,
they owe him money in the dice game.
Yeah,
it's on site for them.
He said they owe money in the dice game.
They don't roll craps and tried to go to the bathroom. I gotta the bathroom never come back, and I'll be right back. And they ain't come back. It's on site.
No, that's a fact.
It's on site for him, son. Because he say that every trip.
Every single time.
I ain't mad at him. Damn, shout to Damien. He said, with older cars, people rather deal with the devil than know that the angel. With older cars, people rather deal with the devil they know than the angel that they don't know.
That's very interesting.
Woo!
That's very interesting.
What a way to put that.
It is. Very, very
What a
interesting
way to put. Remember, Lucifer was an angel.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm saying.
Woo! Listen, we ain't gonna get too.
Yeah, we ain't gonna
You
get
know,
too crazy for
We
y'all
over
like
here
that.
drinking these wines and spirits.
But you know what though? Like I said, I think they just like this. Yo, it's time. We gotta get them out those cars.
They got you gotta pull me out.
Gotta drag me by my feet.
That's it. And you know, and not only that, first shot to Marlon. He said a Ford dealer tried to get me to trade in my Cressida for a Ford Explorer. He got mad when I answered him.
Damn.
That's because Marlon probably snuffed him. Laugh out loud. They pushed the dice on me. That ain't a roll.
He said they pushed the dice on me. That's real.
I'll tell you this. And now that I have, well, I got 3 cars actually, but and a motorcycle. But my Infinity has now taken the easier miles. She doesn't do the long trips. Well, we got 4 cars actually.
Yeah.
Because now we have a Toyota Venza. Shout to Toyota.
Yeah.
Here I go, right? Shout to Toyota, right?
Yeah.
Toyota Venza now, right? I love that car. Dude, we got that SUV, and we talked about this.
Is it SUV or crossover?
Stop.
I don't know.
Stop. You see,
Is it a sports utility vehicle?
just because it's his birthday, he can't talk to us any old kind of way. I don't care.
I'm just saying.
But I will say, in the meantime,
Yeah.
it's definitely become the car that if we're gonna do a long trip, it's gonna be in that.
I gotta ask you though. Do you
Yes.
think Grace could do the trip though? You think it's
Yes.
I think it's still capable.
Yes. And here's the thing about I have an Infinity M35X.
Nice. You're gonna laugh. I seen a clean one over there. I was like, yo, those are starting to look really timeless.
They are.
I'm like, yo, this is clean. Like clean is crazy.
Let me tell you something. Venz is a dope. Shout to the Facebook user. Said Venz is a dope.
Oh, let's go.
Here's the thing. I will say for the Infinity, she has taken me around the world almost.
Man.
And I say this all the time. Brought my children home.
Yeah.
Parked it in the driveway of my first home.
Mm-hmm.
Was one of the first cars I really purchased.
Yeah.
Like really went through the process and purchased like through a dealership.
Yeah.
And not for nothing, she shows her signs of wear and tear. And she wears them like badges.
Man.
Like, oh, remember this dent right here? Yeah, we was wilding. Hit the other car we passed and kept moving. And I got a lot of things planned for the car too.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted. Don't forget, tune into YouTube. We will be having it up there.
100%.
We're gonna call it a different segment. Bringing it back to stock.
Yeah, that's a good one.
In parentheses, slightly modified. But that is a whole nother story.
Yeah, let's go.
Shout to Miller Time sees Mike prepared. In the meantime, I feel like I don't really like the newest car I bought is my Type R.
Yeah.
And that wasn't a purchase because it was new. That was a purchase because I wanted the car. So it had nothing to do with it. Oh, I needed a new car. No. I could have dealt with what I had, but I wanted that.
And that's another thing, man. Like, you know, I think like it really depends what you're looking for.
Yes.
I really think it really truly depends what you're looking for, because
yes,
I had the opportunity to get behind the wheel of one of the most craziest cars.
And then wait, don't give it away.
No, we not give it away yet.
Don't give it away.
But I just wanted to say, like, just to see how focused, like, I'm talking about I'm talking about no buttons on the wheels, nothing. How it would just, I was like, yo,
it's crazy. Shout to my guy Parker.
Let's go, Parker.
Parker out here, he about to get an OnlyFans.
Damn.
Cause the tattoo game is crazy.
Nah, see,
yo,
Parker be over the top though.
No, you know what I love about Parker's he really be like, these people are cardboard.
Nah, for they like the canvas, and he just doing what me personally, I feel like he got the fedora on to the side, and he just like this. Like he just, I don't know, son. He be going to work.
He's Parker D'Angelo.
That's what I was.
Not Michael, not Michelangelo.
He gotta be
Parker D'Angelo.
I'm telling you, yo, he's official with it though.
And if y'all not seeing my man, make sure y'all check him out. Y'all see him in the comments. Sean Parker, one of the baddest tattoo artists in the game in NYC. I don't think I've ever seen somebody work with color the way he does.
Nah, he really like he brings it out in a person's skin. Like he makes it look really great the way he do it.
And you know what's crazy? A lot of people don't realize, right? A lot of people don't realize that color on our skin is hard.
It is.
Parker has mastered it.
Yo, he Parker D'Angelo. I don't know.
It's just that, listen, you got to save my eyes, God. You got to start putting up more arms.
That's what I'm saying.
Come on.
He be over the top.
I'll be like this.
I'm like, I'm about to spike my phone off the wall.
I can't even like this.
I can't do it.
This is crazy. But he be doing full body.
Yo, son, whole half side of the body just done. I'm like, this guy Parker.
And if you're not following him on TikTok, he's on TikTok as well.
Factory.
He put up a video today on TikTok, and at least he put the warning before.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, warning, this is sensitive. It ain't for kids. Put the kids in the bedroom. But shout to Parker. That's my guy, man. I'm telling you. Shout to my guy. I actually got to
go see him, though, man. I got to try to get some work done. I got to go see him real quick.
I said the same thing. And, I've been telling him that. I said I wanted him for my birthday. I got to stop playing and go see my guy.
Yeah,
There's no way I got the baddest tattoo artist in NYC that I can call.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't got no tattoo.
Yeah, I got to go see him just because I got to go see him.
Shout out to y'all. Take screenshots.
Let's go, Doc. Parker's out of here.
With that being said, man, we're going to move right on. We got a whole bunch of different things to talk about here today. And like I said, we're just going to try to keep it clean. But for the most part, millennials view car ownership different.
Oh, man, son.
So we obviously kind of know this too.
Damn, man.
Because they don't want to drive cars.
But
you don't want to drive.
But you know what it is? I don't believe that. I think that's being pushed on them. Oh, you don't need to drive. Oh, you know that every single car is pumping out so much greenhouse gases, just destroying the earth. That I feel like they feeding them the negativity and they just soaking it all up. Oh man, maybe they're right.
You want to laugh, man. And you know what? It's funny about the negativity and all that. And you know what, man? They really making them docile, man. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
But keep it tall.
I'm gonna keep it tall. First off, shout to Park. He said he had the job. We ain't gonna shout it out crazy at the job, but yes, get the money.
Let's go.
Get the money. Shout to the Facebook user. He said they soft like baby brown.
Man.
Yes, they are. But I recently had a chat, with somebody who has children, like me, trying to understand a couple things about these babies.
Yeah.
And the way they put it was just like, it's just that they're more aware. They're more aware of themselves.
Okay.
Where, and you know what? Like I said, shout out to my guy.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, that was cold word, B.
That was cold word. I figured that.
But they're more aware of themselves, like when it comes down to like the way they see things.
Okay.
Because they seen you suffer with it. So they're like, oh, and I watch my mom and my dad fight with that car. He be up under there. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Hard times.
Mm-hmm.
Hard men make good times.
Well,
good times create soft men.
Mm-hmm.
Soft men create bad times that create hard men. So it is what it is. And they don't know how to squabble. They shooting sideways.
Say they don't know how to squabble. Last time you seen a good squabble. Nah, kid, it ain't out there.
Nah, they're not really getting in like that.
Nah, they're not doing that. But another thing with these millennials and scared, like I feel like they're not being taught correctly. Sure, it's cool to be self-aware and everything like that. That's great. That's beautiful. But teach them the other side of it, though. Because I remember at a point in time, like, driving and ownership of a vehicle was like freedom.
Yes.
Because it came with a good amount of responsibility.
Yes, it does.
So it's not just about, man, I got to get in here and fix it and do it, blah, blah, blah. First and foremost, it'll make you work harder.
Yes.
Oh, I don't want to be struggling like how my mom and dad was, so I'm going to work even harder then. So I don't even got to do it. I'll go pay him to do it.
Yes. Shout to Miller. He said, Miller time. Some people are mistaking hard work for great or soothing therapy.
Damn.
That makes sense.
That's very interesting.
I can't front when I worked the hardest, I wasn't thinking about my problems.
I'll tell you this one thing. When I hit my finger with the hammer, I was definitely upset. So I was thinking about the hard times.
Yes.
I was upset behind that, but for sure though.
Yes.
When you getting down, you doing what you got to do, man. It's like I don't know. I think what's going on. Nothing's wrong being in tune with your person. Nothing wrong with that. But when you turn around and you in tune.
You in tune. You too in tune. You like this. Yo, something's wrong with you. You all right? You want a steak?
He said you too in tune.
Want a beer? We gotta help you out.
That's a fact though. But I think they just getting drawn away from him because I think that's what they just getting fed. It's not like.
Well, let's get into it a little bit.
Let's
It looks
go.
like the dream of getting a license at 16 is no longer the American dream. It looks like the statistics say 68% of 19-year-olds had a driver's license in comparison to 90% of 19-year-olds had their licenses in 1983.
Yeah.
So it's funny that you put it that way. And we talked about this today, which is really one of the things you talked about. Is 16 too young for them to have a license?
See,
Because they not even getting them no way.
see, on top of that, so when you put it like that, then sure it is. But that was what it's like. Yo, you had the ability to work on it from then. You know, you had the ability to learn.
Shout to my guy Parker. He said, "What's the number?" Yo, Parker, the phones are down.
Yeah, man.
It's like if you call, the people can't hear you, and we've been trying to fix that ever since. Ah, man, I hate that because I want to hear what everybody has to say. I really do.
Nah, I really do too.
But the phones are down. But in the meantime, just put it in the comments and we'll shout you out as long as it ain't crazy.
Yeah, it's a family show.
I don't know how we saying that to Parker though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
be like,
don't
yo,
know, son.
look at this tattoo I did.
Yeah, like this.
I hear the wardens now.
Yo,
Lock
son.
in.
I'm telling you, son. I'm gonna take extra long to get home. I'm telling you, son.
But I will say this, right? At the end of the day, it looks like the younger generation is not as enthused to drive cars the way that we are.
And let's be real. Like you just said in the last article we was talking about. Look at the cars that's out though.
Yeah, it's a fact.
Like when like you a little bit older than me.
Stop.
Slightly older than me, right? The cars were still hot. And then even me growing up.
Ronald just came in this one. Ronald McDonald came.
Yo, chill.
It was his fault.
I'm telling you.
Shout to Parker. Yeah, we did talk about the girl, the 16-year-old driver that crashed to the UPS truck. That was wow.
Yes, I was over the top. For
But
sure over the
continue on.
top.
You said I'm a little older. Cars, yeah.
The cars were still good though. Like
Mhm.
even, when I was coming up, the cars were still hot. They still was like, oh, they pushing the boundary.
They're not now.
That's what I'm saying. So you gotta think about it like, what is it to even really that's worth? Yo, I'm gonna go out and get it. Even a chuck wagon now.
When
Is it even really a chuck anymore? Like it still could be clean, operate correctly, and everything like that. But is it still like, what's the life behind it? Like, would you gonna go grab like a Chevy Bolt or something like that?
a Chevy Bolt
You gonna go grab one of those?
and have it drive for you. See, that's
This
the
is what I'm
difference.
saying.
See, and I'm gonna preach. Let me say preach. I'm gonna
Yeah.
talk a little bit. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. Those who are tuned in on Gutter Ball Rally on YouTube, don't forget you could drop a like, subscribe, share. We got a couple other things going on. Shout out to my guy Parker. He said, man, listen, it was crazy. He said they driving in Crocs in here now. That's what it is. Shout out to the Facebook users.
So you trying to say their feet game ain't even right?
Feet game is corny. I tell my son
Say
that all the
corny.
time. Yo, me and my son get ready to go out. He be like, Daddy, I'm gonna put my You better not put them goddamn Crocs on.
Listen, hey, they comfortable, son. They comfortable.
He sold.
You know I got a pair, son. I got a good, great pair. They good.
I
But
ain't
here's the
never
thing:
put
I
a
don't
pair
drive with them. I can't drive one. I don't know how to do that. You know what I'm
Oh.
saying? I don't know how to do that.
Shout out to Parker because he gave us another topic
Mhm.
that I wanted to talk about. Rick Ross and DJ Envy are going at it, and we're
Again.
gonna talk about. Yeah. He called them the Beige Rage. I don't know. He's dissing them. I don't know. He's talking crazy. In the meantime, youngins are not really interested in doing what we did. They not. And I don't know what happened as far as us, like, did we teach them right or wrong? But
That's
they're not
very
interested in
interesting, son.
driving.
It's very interesting.
They don't want to work. They don't want to pay the bill. They don't know what it feels like to have that freedom.
You know what it is? I think I was thinking about this a little bit. I was thinking like it's not that as far as like them wanting to work. I feel like they in tune a little bit, thinking like, yo, you know what, son?
I'm
What happened? son?
They said, yo, SI, you got the little buttons on your Crocs?
Oh, damn. Yo, who said that, son? You know, I don't got no buttons on my Crocs. I got the OG one. Mine barely got holes in it. Come on, son. You know I don't rock like that. Nah, that's a little bit too far. That's not. I can't go that far. Mine's got like 2-3 holes. I don't even know if mine's even official Crocs. I don't know.
Oh, you rocking some aftermarket Crocs?
The aftermarket joints. They grippy though. They grippy. So.
All right, I'm sorry.
I'm telling you, son. That's a fact. But I feel like, yo, that was funny, son. That person's funny for that one. That was definitely a good one. That was definitely a good one. I feel like they just like they're not lazy. They just thinking. They just thinking of a
different.
Yeah. They just thinking of a different way to do things, which is cool. But they still forgetting that one of the main ingredients. So you still got to put in work. Still got to put in work though.
It's true. Yes.
Think different. Be innovative. Do all that cool stuff. But in the middle of you doing that though,
Yes.
get up off your hands, bro.
Mm-hmm. Use them.
Use them. Do something.
Trade schools. Could you imagine the registration for trade schools are going down?
Yeah, I can imagine that. Yo, I remember, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is not about like trade school registration and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
I remember when I worked in Toyota,
Mhm.
right? They had this post on the wall, and every time I seen that post, it made me want to drive, son. It was just an open road. Scenery was beautiful. The road was wavy. It was crazy. I was like, yo, that's what I like.
You know what? There's one scene in particular. Shout out to everybody tuned in, paying attention. My guy Reeves, he's in the building.
Let's go.
The new generation is weak.
Damn.
He keeping it a stack. The 2023 Cross SI.
Damn.
He said, "Happy born day."
Good looking.
Shout to Park. He said, "I like that they think in different ways of getting money, but the guidance of those ways are not in the homes, so they seek random ideas and random." Oh my God!
Yeah,
Parker.
you know, Paul could be on
Hold
it, son.
up,
Paul
man.
could be on it. He ain't playing.
My God. He said, "I like that they're thinking different ways of getting money, but the guidance of those ways are not in the homes, so they seek random ideas and random guidance to go with it."
Mhm.
Whoa.
Nah, that's a fact, son. That's 100%. That's 100%.
What a breakdown. What a breakdown. You got to say to yourself, right?
Mhm.
It's got to come to a point where, like I said, they don't want the things that we wanted and how we wanted them. You know what I mean? Like we wanted things. Like I wanted my own car. You know what? I'll never forget the conversation my mother had with me.
Mhm.
Shout to my mom. Happy Mother's Day. Happy belated Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. If we didn't say it last week,
Mhm.
right? My mom said to me, she said, "Oh, you don't like what I'm telling you to do?" And I was like, she said, "Get a job, get a check, make all the rules."
Damn. Yo. I like how that was clean cut and just dry. I was with that.
Listen,
That's official.
she said, "Get a job, get a check, and make all the rules." They look at it different. They want to make the rules without getting the job, but they want to get the check. And I can understand that. I get it. You don't want to waste your time at some of these. I get it.
I understand that 100. I may understand that a little too well.
Yeah. Because I'm broke. Right.
Yes.
But I understand. But it's just when it comes down to certain ideology, especially when it comes to driving,
Yeah.
they don't want to do that.
Nah, man. Because not for nothing. I think that's another way for them to be like, I don't want this responsibility. I don't want to do this.
Well, you know what though? Here's the problem.
Let's go.
People are going to be taking that responsibility from you, and that is where you got to be scared.
So here's the thing. That's when that happens.
Yes.
It's like the whole seatbelt thing. When I first became a law, people was not like, I'm not rocking the seatbelt because now you're telling me to do it. Now the same thing's gonna happen. Oh, I can't drive now. Now you're gonna want to drive. You're gonna want it. You're gonna want to.
Yeah, let me tell you. Shout out Facebook.
Let's
Yo,
go.
I would use in general, not a Facebook, just I use. Yo. Oh man, he said, yo, kids today love the podium but hate the train. Hate to train. And shout to my guy Parker. He said, "Damn, I want to stay in session, but I got clients, my guys. Y'all stay blessed."
It's a fact.
Tell your client they lucky
Yeah, for sure.
because they about to get artwork
Yo,
on
son.
they. I'm telling you, I gotta give Parker. Yo, when you go to his page,
I hate it.
because I gotta
hate
turn it off. It's
I hate his page.
crazy.
I go there one thing. I'm like, oh nah, I'm out of here. It's too good. Oh, I'm out of here. It's not happening. Today. Not today,
I be like, y'all, it's too bad I only got one body.
son.
Because I've seen
I
them.
wish I had more hands.
I wish I had more hands. We got Tequila and Hennessy today. I see you. Oh boy.
Yo,
Listen.
Yeah.
Shout to my guy. That's my guy, Parker, man.
I'm telling you, I gotta go see him, man. I gotta go get some work done,
Gotta
man,
get
because
some
I be
work
like, damn, like, he really be getting down. So I'm like, yo.
If you don't know, don't forget, check out my guy, Sean Parker.
Mhm.
One of the greatest tattoo artists in NYC.
100%.
He's in Brooklyn.
Yep.
If you don't see his name right here, I know y'all see that name right here on our page.
Yeah.
Search him out on Facebook. You won't regret it.
Nah, you won't.
You need this kind of tattoo artist in your life, somebody that could bring your ideas to life.
For sure.
I've seen this man
Mhm.
work, and then I've seen him work with no work. Like, I've
Yeah.
seen him draw on tablets and make tattoos before he put them to bodies.
Mhm.
I was blown away, man.
Telling you, man.
Shout to, he put his, listen, check his Instagram, y'all. His Instagram is at the bottom at Sean_C_Parker. Check him out. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed.
Nah, you
My
really
God.
won't be though.
In the
It's a fact.
meantime, it looks like the FCC votes to expand vehicle and drone radar use.
Wait, what?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
FCC working behind y'all back. Decision will put more life-saving radar technology into vehicles. Okay.
no. Yo, you see, this is the thing,
Okay.
man. This is the entire, like, you can equip these vehicles with all of the gizmos and gadgets, B. It still will not stop whatever you think it's gonna stop, son.
Well, it's funny that you put it that way, because obviously all the major automakers agreed to equip nearly all U.S. vehicles with systems to remind motorists of passengers in the back seat. And by model year 2025, in an effort to avoid deaths of younger children left behind in hot cars, the group said the FCC decision will help the industry meet that standard agreement. Meaning, when they went for these FCC, the FCC approved these radars.
Yeah.
They're saying they approved radars for the back seats.
Mhm.
They approve radars, so you'll know your kid is back there. Hilarious.
Yo, I was about to say that. Like, it's amazing. First of all, you forgot he or she's back there. Really?
Kid,
How you do that?
I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah, keep it tall. Let
My
me-
son ain't letting me forget him back there.
Yo, son, hold on. Yo,
I be like, Braylon, I'm getting out of the car. I'm going to.
yo, I be trying to go do something. Yo, Panico be like, yo, can I come? Sure. Yo, you going outside? I'm coming too. Like, I don't know what kind of kids people have, son. First and foremost, homeboy makes all the noise.
In the world.
Son, you can't. I don't know, man.
I
It's
think
crazy.
about, there's
Crazy.
no way I'm running out to the store. And first off, shout to my guy. He said he just followed him. That's what I'm talking about. Follow my guy
That's a
Parker,
fact.
man.
Do
I'm gonna
that.
put the Instagram back up there.
Do
I'm
that
telling
right
you,
there.
you're gonna see his tattoo work.
Yeah, you can be like this. Man, this is crazy.
And mind you, tattooing is not all he does.
Nah, it's not it.
He makes logos.
Yep.
He does artwork.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's another thing
He
he
does artwork.
paint.
He's
Come
a,
on, son.
he is a true artist. True artist.
Yo,
That's
he's
my
not
guy.
playing, man. Go check him out.
But in the meantime, it's like, I don't know how you forget your kids in the back seat. I just don't understand. But in the meantime, they're gonna use this radar for a lot of different things. But
Yeah. What's the kicker?
now that means they're gonna use radar for a lot of other things,
Damn.
because they approve these radars for drones as well. So you know how you drive in Virginia and it says speed monitored by aircraft?
Yeah.
Now they don't need to man that aircraft. Now they could use a drone that could stay up there on 2 hours of charge. And if they have 5 and 6 of them, they can monitor your speed and monitor you with radar from up there.
Yo, all they gotta do, like, let's say you don't even like get a vehicle with this type of tech in there, whatever like that. All they gotta do is really see how fast you're moving, because you're gonna get out of sync with every other car. And once they see that,
But
gotcha.
It don't hold up in court. And they don't have no video. But now when we radar you, we got you. They got you. Don't be shocked if you see drones radaring people. They are eliminating AI. Those kids. We're not even gonna get to
See,
it.
this is why I see why the millennials ain't trying to drive. This don't make sense.
It don't make sense.
This is silly.
I'd rather take the train.
I'd rather deal with the streets of rage than a ticket every damn week. Come on, son.
Speaking of streets of rage,
Yeah.
I had an incident the other day.
Oh man, son.
I told the guard, you don't want no problem. You don't want this, homie. Somebody gonna get hurt up in here. It ain't gonna be me.
That's it, straight
Straight
love.
Looked them dead in the eye and told them,
Yeah.
yo, fam, I'm gonna need you to back up.
Damn.
And I mean to the next car. He was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Yo, you think it's fair that I ain't got no money? You got money? I said, yes.
He said yes.
Continue on. I'm just messing around. Continue on. But I will say this, man. When it comes down to radar usage, it's only gonna get worse.
Of course it is, man, because they're gonna find more elaborate ways
To get paid.
Yes. See, that's why I was talking about this other day at the Beast. Like, yo, this is gonna happen.
Oh, yeah.
They are not going to stop.
Oh, yeah. Why would I?
But they're gonna, like, I believe this, like we said last week, it's gonna get so bad, they're gonna be robbing themselves. Like, yo, hold on, wait, that's mine.
No, that's mine.
I'm telling you.
You remember you ever seen Brown Sugar?
Yeah.
Remember when they had the spot and dot, the white and black Dalmatian?
Yeah.
rap group?
Mhm.
He said, yo, I know that's yours, but it's mine. The home is mine. Let me start saying,
Yes.
that's what the city gonna be saying. Because that's what we are to them right now.
Yeah, I'm
The
telling you.
home is mine. I'm next in line. Chill.
Yo, I'm telling you, it's gonna get bad, son.
It's gonna get bad, bro.
And then you want a new car.
F train ain't natural. Shout to the Facebook you this oh no, the hell you don't. That F train ain't natural. That's a fact. I'm gonna tell you, kid. You ever seen The Last of Us?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the F train.
Damn.
It's crazy. They up there like ding, 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 ding. They out there growing weeds out of their heads. God, it's crazy. Shout to Facebook. He said almost had a bum fight with this dude singing 90s freestyle TKA songs last night.
Damn.
My fault though. I was in the double seat at the end.
He said my fault. Yo, they out of control. Yo, they out of control. So that's it. That is it. That is a fact, son. They out of control, B.
Yeah, that double seat is like a magnet
son.
for random
It
gunfire. No way you should be there. And not only shouldn't you be there for that,
Yeah.
you don't know the funky individual who sat there before you got there.
Damn, sleeping, hanging out.
Bed bugs,
Oh man,
you
son.
name it. But in the meantime, we're gonna jump right over, man. We've been having so much fun that we even just forgot about the show for a hot second. We gonna no, we didn't. We're gonna jump right in. Here we go. We got another segment coming up. You
Yeah.
know how we get down here. It's the bearded one, SI Sean in the
Let's
building.
go.
Now we get down. Here we go.
It's Tech Talk with Pop the Bearded One and S.I. Sean.
All right, we're gonna jump right into our tech talk. If you're not a techie, you're not into the car guys, you know, you can learn a little something.
You
here.
learn a little bit.
You know, and we're gonna get into it a little bit. It looks like the Hyundai N
Damn.
will not go into production. Looks like Hyundai came to their mother loving sense.
Damn. Really? It's not going to sit? Why is he looking at me like that? You Dr. Phil, where you at?
Here's the problem. Now, for those that don't know, the Hyundai N was a 74. It looked good. It was a futuristic car. It was supposed to
Wedge
be a
design.
yeah, laptop on wheels or what they was calling it, lab or whatever.
Wait, this was an EV though.
Yeah, hydrogen, bro.
Hydrogen. though,
EV
right,
and
son?
hydrogen.
Nah, man.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Nah,
So
man.
scrap that
Yeah.
garbage. But it looks like Hyundai N is not going to be coming out. And we like I said, we run through the auto news real quick. We got some other things coming up. In the meantime, just hit up Parker. I'll be seeing him soon. Oh, yo, y'all cats is no hold.
Son, they're not playing, son.
Yo, you can't beat me to the tattoo.
That's what I'm
game.
saying. I gotta go now, son. That's it then. Son.
Shout to my God. I'm telling you, all it takes is to go on his page and look at his work.
Nah, literally though.
And that's it.
Nah, literally.
Shout to everybody tuned in,
It's
paying
good, B.
attention, man. My guy Parker already. I'm not mad at you, fam. I gotta come see him though for a tat. I
Nah,
gotta come
100%,
see him.
100%.
And he's also gonna do. I need him to do a little something for me with the bearded. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Not cut my beard, but you know what I'm talking about. But
Mhm.
in the meantime, the Hyundai Envision 74 is not entering production. Now, I would say this is bittersweet. Shout to the Facebook. You said good because that body style was biting off my Conquest.
Yeah, they out of control, son. Yo, that's it. They not playing. Son.
I will say this, however,
Mhm.
the digital headlights could go. I need bright LEDs or HIDs in that. Purple, stinky. yellow fogs at the bottom. But the reason I'm not happy about this, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, man, is because the Conquest is fire. I will say because it just represents how even automotive companies cannot create what they want.
I think what that is, man. I think they start to limit themselves though. I think when they start complying, it's like, yo, you cutting your lifespan short, son. Oh, I'm about to laugh, son. What happened, son?
Yo, you know what? Yo, I gotta call Parker at the end of the day.
Yeah.
He said, voice of Gilly the Kid. Parker's clients be looking right.
Damn, son. Listen, I don't know about that. I don't know, kid. I ain't
Lock
here for that.
in.
I don't know.
Oh man.
Damn.
In the meantime, they can't even make what they want.
Cause they conform too much. Like when you become a yes man, when you start to just be a yes man so fast,
It's
it's
a
like,
lot to it though. It's politics, baby.
of course, man.
Politics.
And that's what we say here, like on Riley Berry, like politics has folded so much. Matter of fact, it's always been in the automotives. It's always been in the auto industry, but now it's like, again, just like a lot of stuff, it's in your face. And now what's happening is the auto manufacturers like, yo, we want to try this. Nah, they shutting us straight down. You crazy? Who gonna pay you to do that?
America.
Stupid.
God shed his grace.
Yo, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man, not for nothing though. We know America for doing this. From cars that we went from the 90s, 80s, 70s. We have not never really got the heat.
When we didn't get the Porsche came in with the V8 flat,
Son.
the nerve. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. We got love for y'all. Don't forget you can follow us on YouTube at Gutter Ball Rally. GUTTRBALL Rally. RALLY. Shout to y'all. Let's go.
I think this would have been hard if they were able to get it through though. It just would have been another car out there that had some type of performance.
You don't mean it. I'm laughing on the inside.
It just would have been good for them to create something that they wanted to though.
There we go.
You know, that's what it is. Like they got their vision out.
And that's really where we going. At the end of the day, they couldn't create something they wanted to create. You know?
No, the problem is, man, they not listening to Rally Radio though. They not listening.
They gotta tap in.
They have you. Once you start to tap in and really realize, you're hold on, wait, man, those guys, hold on, wait, they own something.
Let's go.
I'm telling you, man, once they do that, they start petitioning, get their coins together, start going to lobbies and everything.
Shout out to the Facebook.
Let's
You
go.
said also the smartest guys in the room make the most heinous business decisions. I'm talking about you, Budweiser.
Damn.
Whoa. Sent shots and all that. That ain't had nothing to do with me. Damn. Whoa. Huh?
He was not playing.
Sent the whole shot. Bang. Damn. We gonna keep moving.
Nah, we are, son.
But I agree with you though.
Yeah, 100%.
I agree with you 1,000%.
Nah, it's a fact. Not for nothing, man. I seen one of those. What I sent you the other day? What Hyundai was that? That blue one.
Y'all delete those. Not rocking with no Hyundai.
Yo, Phil, I sent them. I forgot some blue Hyundai with the spoiler on. I don't know what it was, but it was some type of N model. I'm telling you, he's making all kind of noise with that car. It was crazy. It sounded really well.
Yeah, you did send me he sent me my arch nemesis.
Yes, huh?
Shout to Rayno Blackman. He said Blackman, that's my guy. He said the world only has 5% creators because they kill them. Wow.
What the hell is today?
Nah, kid, it's your birthday, fam.
Yeah, I think that's what it is, man. People
Sip
owning
on,
something
baby.
over this.
They keeping it a buck. I love it.
Something over there. I love it too.
That's why I love it, because when you keeping it a stack,
Yeah,
I
son,
can rock with you.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man. That's a beautiful thing. We can keep it tall, man. Like that's what it is. Let your thoughts flow.
Let it
them out.
flow. And we ain't got a problem with it.
Nah,
Thank
let
you,
'em out.
Bearded One. I appreciate it. Yes, let's go. That's what I'm talking about.
Man.
Looks like we got a 2024 Toyota Tacoma, and it will be in my driveway.
Let's go.
Shit is
Let's
bad.
go, son.
Early. Fewer cylinders, but more of everything else. Now,
Mm.
did you look at the preview for this?
I haven't looked at the preview, but I did see something about these amazing seats. I don't know how accurate that is.
Yo.
But these seats.
So we're gonna keep it a buck. The 2024 Toyota Tacoma is gonna be the bearded one's truck.
First and foremost,
Let's
I
go.
always loved the Tacomas though. They always had the 6-speed in there. It was like
So
it was crazy, huh?
keep it a buck.
The Tacomas always to me was I feel like they was the perfect split between like if you want to get something crazy like the Tundra,
Yes.
and you was like, I don't want to pull for that one.
I don't want the V8.
son.
Continue.
They always gave you a great 6.
Here's the thing: the Toyota Coma and the Toyota Tundra, right? Obviously, you can hear the Tundra sounds a little bit more beastie than the Tacoma,
Sure.
right? But at the end of the day, the Tacoma fits my everyday lifestyle. Let's
Yeah,
keep it
yeah.
a buck.
100%.
I want to move something, yeah. I want to get a little speed on, yeah. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't front after looking at this Toyota Tacoma. I want one.
It looks really good too, though. See, that's another thing. Like they managed to make these still look great. And like you said, man, if you're not listen, man, if you ain't run a construction site or something like that, you may not need no Tundra.
Whoa.
No,
Do I work at a construction site? No.
no, that's what I'm saying. That's,
Man, one of them, yeah.
I said a Tundra. This is Tacoma.
Oh, it's a ton. Sorry.
yeah, this is Tacoma. Right?
Little couple of brands.
Yeah, I already know. I know. It's, yeah,
Continue.
you have to start hearing things. I get it.
So,
But these Tacomas is fire, man. Let's get into it, man. These Tacomas though.
shout to my God. Yo, you know what I love when our listeners
Yeah.
hit us with in the head with something. Shout to Blackman. He said the Honda Prelude with the 4 wheels turning, the 4WS.
Yeah, the
wheels
full stereo. Yeah.
turning. That, sir, is a Honda special.
That's not only the only Honda specialty, but that is definitely one
That's
of
one
them.
of them.
Son. Oh, good
Continue.
luck with that. It's called HS. That's the HS one though.
SH.
Yeah, SH. That's the SH.
SH, and it has the 4WS at the bottom.
Telling
4
you,
wheel
man.
steering.
Listen, man. People may not know Honda is really official. No matter the range you talking about, racing, dailying, whatever you want to call it, they could do it.
Honda reminds me of that kid that was in your classroom with the calculator in his pocket, right? And everybody be like, "Oh, he a nerd. This, that, and the third." Yeah, he won't show up, and when he show up ready to go.
See, yo, he's a nerd. He's not gonna do nothing. No.
Nah,
He's ready
he
all
did
the
his
time.
homework. He did your homework and his.
2 days ago. No, that's why I could appreciate them for that. Like, it's really interesting. Like, they definitely get down with the engineering.
We got a request.
Okay.
I'm sorry, and I know we're gonna get into the 2024 Toyota Tacoma. We got so much things we're gonna cover. You've gotten a request, sir.
Mhm.
Could you please cover the GMC Typhoon for your Legends of Auto next week? Oh, I never heard. Nobody has never put in a request. That has to be the first time I've ever heard a request.
But we did the Typhoon.
No, you didn't.
Which one I did?
You didn't do that one.
I did the Typhoons, huh?
Mhm.
Typhoon was done.
You sure? I tell you what,
Typhoon was done.
we're gonna review it. Shout to the Facebook user.
I definitely appreciate that request.
Next, because he asked.
Yeah.
Let's skip it.
All right, no problem. We could do that then.
Next week's Legends
I
of
don't got a
Auto.
problem doing that. We could do that.
Oh
That's good.
boy, this is gonna be interesting.
That's good.
I will say this: the Toyota Tacoma is calling for my money.
Yo, did you see the sand color?
I seen the blue.
That blue though. First and foremost, I'm out the Earl. Number one. That blue was nasty, son.
You shout to Phil.
Dr.
See,
Phil.
Phil,
son.
yo, let me tell you something. Phil is like the Supreme Court. Cause he be knowing. He said you covered the cyclone,
That's
not
what it
the
was.
typhoon.
That's what it was.
Yowzer. He
Yeah.
is we ain't gonna call him Clarence Thomas, even though he's the only black dude up there. But we ain't gonna disrespect a man like that.
Yeah.
Phil is graduated to the Supreme Court.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Of
Appreciate
autos.
that, Dr. Phil. I know that's why that cyclone gonna be done then. We
He
gonna
said,
do
but
it
they
then.
are similar.
Yeah,
so
they
you
very,
pretty
very
much
similar.
did the same.
But now I'm gonna do the Typhoon. You requested, I'm gonna get it done. That's all it is. We're gonna do that.
So, what's your thoughts on the Toyota Tacoma?
I love it, man.
Is it a buy?
It's a cop, super cop, twice, 2 colors. But you know what it is? Again, Toyota, they're just showing. If you ask me, they just showing how superior they are. I'm sorry, man. They doing it.
Yes.
They keeping what we want alive.
Yes, they are.
They truly keeping it alive. You think it has something to do with the new CEO though?
Yes. I don't think so. I think this is the old CEO.
No, I'm talking. Remember the one. Remember the one who said walked into the dealership like, yo, all we got is transportation appliances.
Yes. Toyota.
Yeah.
Yes. And I believe the reason he even put this next guy in power is because you're a younger version of me.
Yeah, he probably winged them.
He said we're gonna give him the EVs.
Yeah,
Give him Lexus.
Yeah.
But Toyota. I gotta
see. That's why I'm
that.
trying to tell you. So you love the Supras now. That's what you're trying to tell me too.
I ain't say
Hold on, wait. We need to get that clear. Hold on, Marlon. You listening? We need to get that clear.
Marlon, I ain't say all that.
I'm just saying.
I will say this. At the end of the day, Toyota is showing you what a well-rounded car company can be.
Damn.
They're showing you that at the end of the day, we could make anything. And we're going to talk about that a little bit too, because
that's a fact.
it looks like Toyota got a little bit of an email, right? And it looks like in that email, it showed why Toyota won't go full EV.
Yeah.
They said, one, there's not enough. Shout to Reeps. He said, 2J.
Man.
There's not enough materials in the world for everybody to have an EV. 2, we want to give people more options.
See, that's crazy right there.
Shout to Toyota.
See, that's crazy right there. See, they own to something though. And that's the beautiful part about it. Like, because if you ask me, Toyota always been, innovative and doing all that fantastic stuff. They've been doing it.
But Miller wants us to remind the people, don't forget that Toyota has slowly let the V8 and let the V8 go and phasing into the V6s.
Yo, Miller's hilarious for that one. He's definitely on to something though. He's right though. They did. Mm-hmm. They did. Mm-hmm. I figured they had to comply somewhere though. Mm-hmm. To keep up their shenanigans, they had to comply somewhere. So.
And with that being said,
yeah,
it has just been one of those days. The Toyota Tacoma, after seeing it, and we didn't talk about the seats. Now it looks like the seats, they have like levelers in them, and it looks like they're heavier. Like if you're a big guy, like I'm a big guy. I'm gonna
yeah, let's go.
I don't like none of y'all because at the end of the day, I'm not the smallest individual. Yeah, but it looks like it makes up for that as far as the bounce is concerned.
Damn,
it has levelers in the back. It also has adjusters. I mean, I've never seen a seat.
Yeah, it looks. I ain't gonna front. It looked like you remember Mortal Kombat Jack's arm. It looked like one of those. In the back, it looked crazy. It's a crazy seat.
And you know what? It just goes to show how far Toyota's willing to go
to appease their customers, son.
So I want one.
I ain't gonna front. I do too.
Don't be shocked when the bearded one come through with one.
Telling you, son. Telling you. Yo.
In the meantime, shout to my guy Jay. He said Toyota is once again killing it and letting the engineers and designers cook and has a menu.
Yo, Toyota's still down there with the tie around their head to the side with the bell on the side. I'm telling you, they still down there.
Shout to Jay. He posted a video, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jay posted a video and it showed the seat. It showed like how, and I was like, damn, it got levelers in the seat. Like what you would buy from Craftsman, little leveler, like to make sure your shit is right. It had that in the seat, showing you where the bubbles are in the air. How ridiculous. Adjusters for the weight. Everything. I've never seen a seat. The seat is, they use mechanical design for it. Not only is it beautiful because it's red.
Yeah, it was a nice seat.
And everybody, if you can't tell, you see the bearded one sitting here in a full red hoodie with the St. Louis on. You already know.
I don't know what he's doing over there with all that red, but
Listen, hey.
He said, hey.
Look, get them out New York. Don't get me started. But I will say this.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful pickup. And I feel like it's not overt. Like you can still use it and drive it daily if you want, but you still have a pickup, and that's why I want it.
I think it's great, man. I think it's a cop.
Yeah,
for sure it's a cop.
Shout to my guy. He said, "Oh,
you're wilding."
But in the meantime,
we're
gonna jump right in. We got another thing coming up here, man. You know what? We've been skipping over a lot of things, but I don't want to skip over this next thing because S.I. Sean, on top of it being his birthday. Yeah, and I'm not gonna tell you how old he is, but on top of it being his birthday, He also has a lot of different things he wants to show. Break yourself, fool. They wildin'. I got the red on.
Yeah,
Break
that's what I'm saying.
yourself, fool. Chill. He got a lot of things he want to talk about. And we're going to have a little debate on it.
Yeah.
And with that being said, we got to jump right in. You ready?
Let's go.
Here we go.
Driver's etiquette. Because sometimes you got to get this off your chest.
All right. Here we go. Driver's etiquette. So, S.I. Sean.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell him anymore. You tell him the experience. What you got? Let's
All
go.
right, so for this one, I think this one's pretty interesting, man. Y'all may like this. Check this out, though. So I had the opportunity. Shout out to wifey. I was able to drive a 2000.
Lock in.
Lock in. I had the ability to drive a 2019 GT3 RS Porsche.
Woo!
First and foremost, it was lime green. You know how I feel about green. Yo, hold on. I'm talking about seat belt. It was crazy. She's like, yo, it's green. I'm like, yeah, it's green, baby. It's green. Yo, the experience, not for none, y'all. It was ridiculous. It was not for none. Y'all know how I feel about different transmissions. Standard, auto. Y'all know how I feel. I'm a manual guy.
Keep going.
I'm a manual dude. This one was standard. Pardon me. It was automatic. Had the PDK. If y'all know what the PDK is, it's a type of transmission that Porsche develops. It's supposed to be light and fast. All kind of craziness happens with that transmission, right? So I had the opportunity to take it around the track. Needless to say, it was fantastic.
Say it again, please.
It was fantastic.
So the rewind the tape. The Porsche GT3 RS
Rennsport. That's what the RS stands for.
Didn't know that. I love when he tells me
racing in Germany. That's what it means.
You know what that means? When I go and I sit in a circle of German races, I say that and I sound like I know what I'm talking about.
I'm telling you, they gonna look at you like, yo, hold on, wait, good job, Beto. They gonna know. They gonna know. But yo, man, the car was you listen to me, yo. It was truly ridiculous. It reminds me of a motorcycle.
Wow.
Because all the inputs, everything is so precise.
Yes.
And one thing they told you, you have to be. One thing I also was told in my motorcycle class, you have to be smooth and precise with these things.
Yes.
And they literally said the same thing when I went to take the class over there.
What'd they say?
You have to be smooth and precise.
Wow.
That
sounds like fun.
I'm telling you, son, it was a straight up race car, son.
So with that being said, now we all know S.I. Sean.
Yeah.
AKA I don't drive it if it ain't manual.
That's a fact. Let's go. I stand by that.
AKA if it's manual, it's soft.
Damn. That's something I say. Yeah. Fact.
He got a chance to drive the Porsche GT, and this is hilarious in my opinion because he got a chance to experience the most coolest car you'll own up until now, but in auto form.
Yeah.
And what'd you think of it?
Not for nothing, though. Not for nothing. It was. I didn't think the car was like that. Reason being because it only comes in PDK. You only can get it with the auto with an automatic. You can only get it that way. So I didn't think that this car was gonna be over the top Looney Tune, and it was every bit Looney Tune, bro.
Did you drive it in PDK mode?
So here's the thing that I'm gonna keep it told y'all too. I didn't have the ability to paddle shift it because reason being they said they had a lot of people who come in and they destroyed them, over revving them and acting crazy. So with that being said, I only was able to drive it in drive mode. Wow. And they get to hit the shift over and then get crazy with the paddles.
Yes.
And I can only imagine what the car would be like if I had the chance to drive in the paddle. So it being out of this world in standard mode, which means regular drive.
Yes, sir.
In this case. And it was still fantastic. I know, man, something's wrong. I know I'm wilding. I feel like I'm wilding right now.
So he sat there, just hit the gas and the brake, and was like, I'm good.
I was thrilled. I was still very thrilled, but still, though, it left room for, like, imagine if this was more engaging.
So with that being said, the bearded one has a question for you. Auto or manual? And the thing is, right, I want you to remember when you answer this question, like past the auto or manual. My real question is,
for which occasion? It got to be a certain occasion.
Could you take a Porsche GT3 RS in auto with PDK? And I think that's the biggest question we have.
So a car like that of its magnitude, because that car was, mind you, it got full drop steering, titanium exhaust.
Oh
right?
boy! Oh my goodness! It was lime green.
It was nasty. Don't worry, I got pictures and videos. I'm gonna put some up. I'm gonna let y'all see what's going on.
Roll cage. We put a video on the story if you didn't see it. Well, go ahead.
It was crazy. I'm trying to tell you, it was crazy. I can't even keep my hat on right now. It's crazy. It has to be a certain occasion for the car. It has to be a certain occasion for the car. Son. It has to be.
What did you learn about Porsche at that time?
I learned that one, you cannot never build nothing that way. BS across the street. I'm talking about if money was no object, if you had all the dough in the world, there's something you will still be missing in order to build a car that way.
Yes,
There's
sir.
no way you can build a car like that.
Can't build it.
Yo, my man asked me, what about how was the body roll? I said, what body roll, sir?
He was serious.
Those things don't have no body roll on it.
He was serious. He was testing you. He wanted to see what you thought of the car. He said, you know what? I think this guy's a car guy, but I got to make sure. You know how you going to make sure?
Yeah.
By asking you about the body roll.
Yo, son. And that's when I turn around and say, it reminds me of the bike, son. It was so precise and sharp. I was like, this is ridiculous. I see how you can wreck this. So it goes back to your question. Is it worth a cop? For sure. For sure. I'm sorry, Dr. Phil. I know, man. I know we men you guys are hard, but that RS GT3, son, is another playing field.
Here's another question. Can you build something?
Not even close.
No.
I don't care what platform you got. Not even close.
No.
Not even close. You cannot do it. Like, it's like, it ain't impossible, but good luck. Have fun doing that.
Have fun.
Because the way that, first off, I had one of the most dialed in cars there. You had the Lamborghinis there. You had the Ferraris there.
They're not dialed in.
Hell, you even had the C8 Corvette there. Hell, you even had a GTR there. Yeah, matter of fact, you had another Porsche, the GT4, fire. I had the most dialed in car there, bro. Yo.
Shout out to everybody tuned in, paying attention. You know we get down.
The most dialed in car, and I say that car, bro. If all of our, if all of our family and friends in a guttable community, if we was like, we all gonna hit the track, if we all had to pull out secret weapons, I'm getting that GT3 RS, bro. Because when you start wheeling and dealing that, you only there to obliterate. There's nothing more to do. There's nothing more to do.
Shout out to Phil. This is why I mess with Phil, because he'd be like, nah, son. Phil said the non-RS GT3 comes manual, and you can option all the RS parts on. That's as far as I go.
Damn. See, and I respect Phil for that. I do.
Phil stayed to the game.
I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad.
He stayed to the game. And you know what? That's why I respect him.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Because at the end of the day, Phil is the kind of guy you can have chocolate fountains. You can have gold podiums. You can have all kind of different sports cars. But he'd be like, is it manual? Then I don't respect you. This guy.
I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at him, though. Not 100%.
But now the question really comes into play, and this is really what I wanted to ask. If you didn't have a choice to have a different kind of car, if you didn't have, let's say, the Porsche 911 GT3 RS.
Oh man, rin spot.
If you couldn't have it any other kind of way, could you deal with it with a PDK transmission? If you couldn't have it another way, could you deal with it with a PDK transmission? And on top of that, you didn't drive it in PDK.
Yeah.
Continue.
Could I deal with it in that configuration? Only way I could deal with it that way, if the moment I turn the car, it's already paddled up.
Woo-wee. So GTR.
No.
Did you drive the GTR?
Say that again?
You didn't drive the GTR?
No. Wouldn't want to. Wouldn't want to.
Why not?
I seen the way people was going around track in that GTR. It was nothing like the Porsche, bro.
Really?
Nothing. Yo, I'm trying to tell you, that car was so like it was so focused. Like it wasn't. It was actually annoying how focused it was. Like you don't want to do nothing else. You just want to go to 9,000. You don't want to roll nowhere. You just want to. This is all you want to do.
This is all you want to do.
Annoying, bro.
Wow, I'm blown away. I'm blown away.
But I'll say it again. That GT3 RS, son, it's a purposeful car, and it has to be on certain occasions.
Ooh, but I will
son.
say this though. And what color was it? Oh, man. Even though the color is last to us, it could be baby-ish brown.
Lime green, son. With the black insert vents on the hood, the black scoop on the side, the black front splitter.
Shout to Miller. He said, break the PDK down, please.
Okay. Yo, not for nothing. The name for the transmission is crazy. It's like Dupla something crazy. It's a ridiculous name for the transmission, right? But the transmission is supposed to be able to shift in any setting at lightning speed, which it really does. Which it really truly does. Another thing about this car that made it interesting with the transmission is that it doesn't like to be driven slow. I was driving slow at the beginning. It was like bucking. It was sputtering. It was like, yo, what are you doing? It was confused. Wow. So that means that car only likes to be driven at high paces. Like that's what that transmission is. That
high speed.
Mind you, a lot of other Porsches don't have PDK plus. This one had PDK plus.
What does that mean?
It means aggressive mode. Before you get to the crazy mode, before you get to the extra extravagant, I'm gonna decimate all. That car is a decimate all.
Meanwhile,
and that transmission is one of the craziest transmissions in the game right now.
When I hear that, I think about Batman.
Son,
you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts. Wow,
but that's what it is. Like Porsche. So what inspired, if I'm not mistaken, what inspired Porsche to even develop a transmission this way was BMW with their DCT. Porsche took it in their own hands to develop it. I'm gonna get the correct name for you. I'm gonna put it up. It's a crazy German name. It's nuts. But this transmission is every bit of craze that you hear about it. If you ever heard about it, it's really ridiculous. I was like, oh, this is nuts. This don't even make sense. Son, and then it screams to 9,000. When I was like, yo, hold on. Speaking of that, I'm definitely an NA. I need an NA in my life.
Shout out to Miller Tom. He said, Jesus Christ.
Son, it was every bit of craziness.
Shout out to Phil. He said,
imagine.
He said, I respect what the cars are doing and their capabilities, but at the end of the day, I'm passing if I can't get 3 pedals. The Viper ACR, C7, ZR1, and the Lotus Exceed S all have 3 pedals.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's why I get along with Phil. I'm the same way. I still am. I'm that way. I am. But that GT3 is on a whole nother level for 260.
But that was the biggest question.
I'm sorry.
If you can get your hands on a Porsche GT3 RS and it is only in PDK, would you buy it?
I'm copping. I'm not even gonna tell Beard one. I'm copping on the low. I told Wifey that I said, yo, love, if we decide to get one of these, I'm not even telling him. It's gonna be an event. He be like, yo, I said, what you driving? Yo, nothing, God. And I'm gonna pull up with one. Phil, I'm sorry. I'm gonna get me one. But that is one of those cars that get the pass. That's it, bro. You don't get, for me, you don't get many passes.
GTR, T-Spec. Oh boy.
Damn.
And this is why I love putting SI Sean on the map. Because at the end of the day, we can say, oh, you know what, automatic manual. And like I said before earlier, when we talked about, is it too young for kids to have driving privileges? I will definitely, when it comes to manual, I want manual.
I will say is one thing, no losing train of thought. The way that, again, Miller time, the way that transmission behave is crazy, bro. You're gonna lap, it rolls back. You gotta apply more throttle. Like it's not, it is. I love the engineering behind it. I think that's what drove me to it. I love the engineering behind it. But it's like, yo, hold on, son.
Yes, sir. With that being said, that is our
driver's etiquette. Because sometimes you got to get this off off your chest.
What a
Woo!
car. What a car. Son.
Really?
What a car, bro.
Shout to SR Sean because everybody knows that SR Sean is into the manuals. And if it's not manual, he's not rocking with it. Shout to Phil. Phil knows the same thing. That's how he is. But my thing is when you don't have the option, could you take the car?
You can't
like
see. Damn, man. So you got to remember they had a GT3 RS manual in 2003.
Yes.
That's a cop.
Mm.
They had a GT3 RS in like 09, 010. That's
Yes.
a cop.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, so they actually had RSs that you could get with a standard shift.
Mm.
But this one, yo, no buttons on the steering wheel. Yo, this joint had nothing in it, bro. I was trying to figure out how to open the door, y'all. It was a string. Yo, it was a string. It said pull here. I said, what you talking about? Poof, door open. I'm like a string.
When you spend all your money on performance, you don't have money left over for the little creature comfort.
And that's when I see,
Mm-hmm.
that's what I could truly appreciate about it. Like you could be a diehard manual guy, because I am.
Mm-hmm.
But when you got the opportunity to be like, yo, hold on, that's a who? What's that? I don't know, y'all.
Shout to
Rally
SR
Radio.
Sean, man. Shout to SR Sean because at the end of the day, this guy's on it.
I'm telling you,
Oh,
it's
boy.
crazy. It's crazy, son.
DCTs have more in common with manuals than conventional automatics. Shout to my man Jay.
100%.
He says, now, with that being said, you got to try the ZF transmissions to make the comparison
ZF of who? ZF transmission of what?
of Toyota. Oh boy.
Wait, a ZF automatic?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll pass, bro.
Stop. You
I'll
can't
pass.
do that.
How?
Shout to listen.
Give
Shout to Jay.
Give me it has to be the diehard version. It has to be the version that's only committed to this.
He has an ISF. There's only one transmission.
I don't know how. See, here's the thing.
Shout to
Here's the
SR
thing.
Sean, man.
Here's the thing. Once you commit,
Mm-hmm.
it's like once you commit to go over to the other side of life,
Mm-hmm.
there ain't no coming back. That's how that PDK is. Like, yo, once you give that a shot,
Mm-hmm.
everything it has to be. Oh, man, it has to be out of this world, bro.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. Shout to everybody. Shout to Phil. He said he talking about the ZF 8-speed auto. What you think? I'm gonna put my head down.
I need to know how much downforce is creating. Number one, like it's too much. It's too much to go. It's too much. It's too much. I'll tell you that much. It's too much. It's crazy. That PDK there's nothing like that PDK, bro.
And with that being said,
So the car was bucking, bro. It was like, yo, what are you doing, SR? Come on, let's go.
hit the gas, lady. Joe's calling you out.
It was like,
So-
what are you doing?
You want to laugh, and that's what these millennials don't understand. We had cars that made us drive the way we wanted to drive.
And that's what I'm like. The car was beckoning to like, yo, come on, like, let's go.
Well,
I don't want to do nothing else.
with that being said, we're gonna move right on. We have gotten to the end of our show,
we
but
have.
don't forget to tune in. Here we go. You ready for this? Because this
Mhm.
SR Sean is right back up. Here we go.
Legends of Auto. Real legends never die.
Oh man, this is a great legend. I hope y'all like this one right here. So, recently, I came from Rome and I really discovered I'm a Ferrari guy.
Let's go. Oh,
Craziness.
He's looking at the beard and went sideways. Go ahead.
I recently realized I love Ferraris.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. I seen one on the highway yesterday going home. I was like, man, this is nuts. That one was a 296 GTB, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what it's called. Right? It's the 6-cylinder. Don't laugh. It's a 6-cylinder, right? But this legend is a 2004 360 Challenge Stradale.
Woo!
Oh my goodness.
I love that name.
First off, this car, they created this car to boost the sales of the 360 towards the end.
Yes, they did.
That was it.
Mm-hmm.
This was like, you know what? Let's give it a shot. Poof, and they threw it out there.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't realize how great this car was going to do,
Okay.
and it did phenomenal. And this is not the first Stradale that they did. They had a one before this one.
Mm-hmm.
Forgot the name at this time. I'm gonna get it to y'all later. But what makes this one so crazy? First off, this is also, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the first year of the F1 shifters.
Yes.
And this is what I mean. Like, it's crazy, son. It's one of these. Not for nothing. This car is so crazy. You could get an option out weighing 2,800 pounds, bro. 2,800 pounds. You could get 260 pounds deducted from the weight of this car.
How?
No AC.
Oh boy.
No radio. No speakers.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm not mistaken, what is it? Plexiglass on all the windows.
Mm-hmm.
Plus the carbon fiber everywhere.
Early.
Let's not forget this comes with a V8.
Yes.
Comes with a V8. Comes with a V8. High revving, like 8,500. 425 horsepower. It had 25 extra horsepower than a regular 360.
Phil, you already know Phil is, Phil, one thing about Phil.
I know Phil is standing on the hood of the Mustang right now.
Phil's like, nah, the 355 came with the F1 trans before.
Okay, yeah, so this is the second one. This is the second car.
Oh, boy.
This is the second car, son. You know what's so crazy? This car comes standard with carbon ceramic brakes. Wow. Wait, hold on. I'm not done.
Give me my money.
Hold on. It come with front. It come with front carbon ceramic from the Enzo. It took the brakes from the Enzo, the flagship.
Keep that shit,
Yo!
you filthy animal.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, son? This 360 first, this was limited production too. If you lucky, I think they made maybe 1,400.
1,400
of these ones, bro. And not for nothing, Ferrari don't even like. This one has the stripe going down the middle from front from front to end.
That I do know.
They like, yo, we don't even like doing this. We'll charge you extra for that one.
They charge you extra for the stripe?
For the stripe, because they don't. Because remember, if you pay attention, they don't do the stripes. They really don't.
Yes.
Only ones that do the stripe is like the Stradales, the the Scuderias, all those crazy ones. Scuderia. Scoot.
Get your Italian.
Scoot. You know what I'm saying? So this 360 right here, it set the tone for every other crazy, real diehard track car Ferrari moving forward.
Let's go. And it was it manual?
That's the only thing, man.
It wasn't manual?
They don't come in, you'll be.
Wow.
They don't.
I wasn't expecting you to say that.
Legends of Auto. Real legends never die.
But let's not forget, though, all the suspension components was changed. Everything.
Shout to Phil. He said the 360 is a gem that doesn't get its flowers. It's one of the purest Ferrari of the modern era.
It is. No, the Stradale Challenge for sure is. It was one of the best of this time, son. It's one of those Ferraris that you grab, you like this. And mind you, though, wait. You know the wheels that it has on the car?
Yes, sir.
It's from the Challenge Ferrari Cup car.
Oh,
it's modeled after that.
The F355 Challenge. Oh boy,
it's modeled after that. And so is some of the parts of the engine. You know what I'm trying to tell you? So this 360 is not. This 360 is the one you want.
It's the one.
It's the one.
With that being
said, you open the door. It's no leather.
Real legends never die.
Full carbon. Yo, it's crazy. Yo, I'm telling you, this is the Ferrari you want. This is, listen, y'all. It's the truth.
Early.
Yo, son.
This guy, man. With that being said, shout to Miller Time. Is any one vehicle that you would take that's not manual? Oh man, you just gave us a whole nother.
He did. But I will answer this real quick and fast. 360 Challenge Stradale.
Nissan GTR.
T-Spec?
T-Spec.
Oh!
If it's not manual, it's okay.
Listen, if I can't get it, I'm talking about if I can't get it equipped just like that car, you have to do it. I'm sorry. Phil was right. You can get the GT3. You can get an option out crazy, but you can't get it with the extra horsepower.
So you
can't get it with the titanium exhaust.
There was actually a couple cars, Miller. Shout to Miller Time NYC.
Let's go, Miller.
There's a couple cars I would take, whether they're manual or not.
See, hold on. See, the better one likes to push the boundaries a lot further than I do. A lot further than I do.
Yes.
I have maybe two, Phil. Forgive me, man. I got like 2, 3.
At the end of the day, Nissan GTR is one of them.
Yeah, that's one. I do that one.
And not that it came automatic. It didn't, so I don't have to worry about it. Ford 1969 Ford GT40.
But that didn't come auto.
It didn't. And because it didn't, I don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
But
I get where you going. I get where you going.
Those are the only cars I got to worry about.
Mhm.
Everything else, if I had to take it auto, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. And let me not say that. Ferrari LaFerrari.
Yeah, he's alone on that one.
Porsche 918 Spider. Oh boy.
Yeah. Damn. Hold on, he's ODing with that one.
Whoa.
He's ODing with that 918. That's a whole nother. That's a
I'm not
whole nother
ODing.
situation.
I'm not ODing.
That's a whole. First off, you know what's so crazy? That 360 Challenge Stradale is just as rare as the F40 Ferrari. Did you know that, son? It's just as rare as that car. Yeah, I'm telling you, son.
Something to keep in mind.
It is.
But with that being said, we have reached the end of the show. You know how we get down. Shout out to everybody who tuned in, paying attention. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. S.I. Sean, this is his 30th birthday. As you can see, we've been passing around.
Let's go.
Again. You know, we've been trying to get right. We don't want to do it in front of the camera, but it is what it is. And with that being said, we have our favorite one of our favorite.
Let's go.
Actually, Legends of Auto is everybody's favorite, but we will go with this one.
It's the Understeer,
What up?
where we like to ask, what the hell were you thinking?
Man tried to avoid the DUI by switching seats with his dog.
Do you blame him? We got Waymo out there driving. You got Tesla making up they could drive. There's all kind of crazy stuff.
A speeding driver who was pulled over in Colorado for trying to switch seats with his dog in the passenger seat to evade arrest. An officer approached the car and watched the bizarre scene unfold. The man was initially stopped for speeding at 52 miles an hour in a 30-mile-per-hour zone, which is not crazy in my opinion.
Really
but
not.
he was also intoxicated, which is crazy in my opinion, right? The Springfield Police Department wrote in a Facebook post, the driver attempted to switch places with the dog.
Damn.
The man also claimed he was not driving the vehicle and attempted to run away from the officer when he was asked about his alcohol consumption. I'm first to tell you, he deserves.
It's the Understeer,
What up?
where we like to ask, what the hell were you thinking?
Damn, son.
Shout to Jessica Grandy. She shouted you out.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate that. Just good.
Happy born day, S.I. Sean.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely gonna be crazy. This guy actually gets the Understeer for trying to put his dog in the seat. Benji.
Do you blame him?
I don't blame him. You know why? Because before I eat a DUI, my dog is getting a DUI.
Who said the dog can't get one right nowadays? Who said that?
Listen,
They leaving room for stuff like this.
listen, and they do.
Don't get a monkey.
And don't get a monkey.
Don't let him hop out the trunk.
Shout to my guy Marlon.
Let's go,
He said,
Marlon.
"Are we going anywhere tomorrow?" Now, here's the thing. Tomorrow, we are going to shelf it till next week.
Yeah.
Shout to Marlon. Thank you for asking, because I was part of the show today. The reason we're gonna shelf it till tomorrow is because it's S.I. Sean's birthday.
Yeah.
And we know the warden lock in.
That's it.
It's definitely gonna take you out. You
Yeah.
do what you want to do. And we don't want to put the pressure on him to have to show up tomorrow at this time. That's what we got to do. But next week, Sunday, and the weather, it's raining all day.
Yeah.
It's like whenever we set these things up, it's raining. I hate
It has to rain, son.
I know it has to rain.
But I feel like it's for those who want to test their will, though.
If you want to test your will, you're gonna go with us to the Dragon's Tail.
Oh man, that's the
a whole
ultimate test your will.
Whoa.
Yo, that's the one. That's the one you want.
Whoa. But shout to Marlon for asking.
100% though. Appreciate
We're
that.
gonna cancel tomorrow. Tomorrow we will not be doing the speed and greet. It will be next week. A lot of people are gonna be going out as far as their Memorial Day plans this week. But next week we're gonna have it, and we're gonna have it on Memorial Week, Sunday. Hopefully it doesn't rain. And we kind of wanted to give the day off because my man S.I. Sean over here, my co-host,
Let's go.
co-owner, at the end of the day, he deserves that one day where he gets to spend with his family. And I don't want to
I
get
appreciate that. Nah, I appreciate that 100%.
Shout to Jessica Grandy. She said, happy B-Day, S.I. Sean.
Good looking. I appreciate that 100% right there.
And with that being said, we are here. We are in the building. Shout to my man Marlon.
Yeah.
Because he keeps us honest.
Mm-hmm. He do.
Marlon keeps us honest. He be like, you said
Yeah.
that you going to do. So he keeps us honest.
I appreciate
And he's a Toyota guy through and through.
Nah, he is,
But
though.
With that being said, we're going to push it off till next week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because we're going to give S.I. Sean his due, what he deserves. He's going to spend his birthday with his kids and his wife
Goddamn
and
kids.
his home.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to let him rock and do what he got to do. And next week, we're going to be outside.
That's it, man.
So,
we going.
yes. Shout out to Miller Time. Miller Time MRC gives you time to fix his mic.
Yo, Miller's stupid. That's a fact, though. You're right, Miller, because sometimes, my mic be busted a little bit. Like, it happens. It happens, for sure. That's a fact.
That's what it is. So with that being said, shout out everybody who tuned in, paid attention. You know how we get down. It's the bearded one here.
S.I. Sean, baby. Let's go.
And you know how we get down. We are in the building. We want to shout all of y'all for tuning in. Shout for everybody who paid attention, who rock with us. If you didn't sign up with the YouTube, make sure that you sign on. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all, man. Y'all are, to tell you the truth, at the end of the day, that's one of the reasons why we sit here every Saturday.
100%.
We get a chance to tune in with our people who rock with us, who are like us.
I have to, man. Yeah, and that's the thing. That's what we do here. Like, you don't gotta be a diehard. You don't have to be a diehard automotive enthusiast to understand what we're doing here. You don't. And that's the beautiful part about it. Like, and that's why we here at Riley Radio appreciate y'all 100%. Let's go.
So with that being said, we about to get up out of here. You get to enjoy the rest of your Saturday. We're gonna roll up out of here. Exhaust notes.
Yeah.
One, the speed and greet is gonna be next week. And we're gonna put out things in the group. If you're not in the group, don't forget Gutterball Rally, the community, all things fast. You can find us.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, we're gonna be outside. 2. What happened?
I'm laughing at you. Let's go.
At the end of the day, we're gonna be outside doing what we gotta do. We appreciate y'all for all the likes and everything.
Yeah.
But until next week,
you
got any shout outs you want to get?
Yeah, I just want to shout out to everybody out there. Yo, you get a chance, man. Drive something crazy. I'm talking about full on Bonkers Street. And then see what you think.
Because that's what life is about.
For real, because it lets you know if you're ready for something like that. Mind you, another thing, that was my first time ever on the track, too. And I lost my mind. I was like, this is my first time on the track, and with this.
Yes.
Yo, it was enough. That experience was out of this world. Out of this world. Shout out to Wifey for that one, man. She slam dunk window.
Shout to the water.
Yo, whew, I'm probably going to have to chill next to the radiator when I get home, but that's it, son. Look, again, I'm telling you, you only could go outside sometimes. But it was crazy. I just want to shout out to everybody who's rocking with us, though, man. We appreciate that here on Riley Radio. Not for nothing. Keep looking for us because we out there.
Yeah, we outside. We got 100%. A lot of merch coming out, too.
Yeah, we do, for sure.
But with that being said, shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. We
are
out.
Riley Radio, where the fast life meets the fast lane.
Yeah.
You're now tuned into Bars and Hoops Radio. Where the world of hip hop and sports live.
Dropping the clutch and then I hit the gas. Wheels screeching, tires burning, I'm flying past. Gotta get home quick, don't wanna miss the class. They schooling you on whips and how to make them fast. Talking about everything from cars to planes. What's hot, what's next, and how to flip the game. They talk in my language, we speak the same. That whip talk complex, but yet they keep it plain. From the news, the interviews, they keep it cool. They give reviews, everything from parts to tools. Can't lose, come to whips, they not no fools. Don't miss the show, the start time is noon. The bearded one, S.I. Sean, they crazy though. You can't miss it, tune in to Riley Radio.
Where the fast life meets the fast lane.